అరే ఒకసారి ఇది ఓపెన్ చేయండి నీ ఫోన్.
youtube.com
వచ్చిందా?
వచ్చింది.
వస్తుంది కదా, అయితే ఇది పెట్టేసుకో. ఈ లింక్ షేర్ చేస్తాను. ఒక్క నిమిషం, ఈ లింక్ చేసేదంటే అయితే ఒక్కసారి లేదు నాకు ఒక్కసారి. ఓకే ఇప్పుడు వస్తుంది. ఒకసారి పెట్టు పెట్టు పెట్టు. ఏం కావాల్సిన కట్ చేసి
इसको ज़्यादा हिलाना नहीं, कोई सोच रहा हूँ मैं काम करता, नीचे लगा देता चुपचाप, उससे ज़्यादा टेंशन नहीं रहता.
अभी के लिए छोटा ही रखना, उसके लिए वो बड़ा लेके किधर घूमेगा. टॉस के लिए
ये हिल रहा बोलते इसलिए, पर ठीक है तू जब आएगा तब कर लेना. ज़्यादा कुछ करना नहीं वैसे उसको, बस ये ढीला करना है.
ये ऑन करके देना.
ये ऑन है.
बस पकड़ेगा हम लोग.
हाँ नहीं अभी अनम्यूट हो गया, अभी स्टार्ट हो गया.
हेलो, तो ये चालू कर. यू होल्ड द कैमरा राइट. मयूर टॉस. Captains, Faisal bhai, captain. से बता रहे.
अबे नहीं, वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ. फोन ना जोड़ो.
I'm asking him, can you hear me? Hello. Did we go live yet? He said yes. वो तो मेरा था ना जेसी अभी ये इसने वापस चालू किया
अरे लाइव आ रहा ही नहीं ना.
बट ये यूट्यूब वाला रहेगा ना फेसबुक थोड़ी
अच्छा यूट्यूब वाला है.
सॉरी
नहीं वो लिंक देखो यहाँ नहीं देखो.
ग्रुप
हाँ नहीं जा रहा हूँ वहीं जा रहा हूँ. व्हाट्सएप में जाओ. ये ना.
Can you hear me properly? Have we shared the link, right? Okay. Can you hear me? Mic testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Hey, I didn't catch your name. Praveen. All the best. Thank you. Oh, okay, fine. Welcome Jacksonville to the all exciting final of BCPL. We are ready for the toss. We have the two captains. Who has the coin? You have the coin? Okay. So who's going to call?
Top seed will be calling.
Okay. Tails is the call. And heads it is. So Firebirds win the toss.
For the first time in the tournament.
Okay. So what have you decided to do and why?
See, there is nothing different that we want to do since start inception of the game. We just batted once, like chasing, and we failed terribly. So we don't want to do it again, especially a big game. And we want to put the runs and put them in pressure. So we'll bat first.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Is there any change from your previous eliminator game?
Oh yeah, there is a lot of change because we have just 11 players. We don't have scope of changing anyone. If we change someone, we are playing with 10. So we are going with the same 11 which we played yesterday.
And what is your strategy for today?
Oh, play simple, stick to the basics, all that beautiful stuff from cricket. So there is no particular strategy. We wanted to win the toss and bat first. That's the only thing we thought about. And rest, if we stick to the basics, I think we'll cross the line. And this being a pressure match, finals, but it has something other going to it because so far we played 2 times, Raiders. First time we won it, second time we lost. So this will be the decider.
By the way, they are hustlers.
Yeah, sorry. That doesn't matter because he called us firecrackers. So it was a revenge.
So all the best.
Thank you,
Looking
sir.
forward to the finals.
Yeah.
So we have Faisal from Hustlers. What would
Go
you,
Hustlers, finally finals.
what would you have done if you would have won the toss?
Definitely would like to win the toss. You know, right? It's always a pressure situation, and defending is a bit easier than chasing. I would have loved to win the toss and would like to bat first, but Giant got lucky. So it is what it is. But yeah, we will take it. We will stick to our basics. Hopefully, the result will favor in our way.
Hey, one more. Last 8 games we played, we won toss twice. This is the second one.
Okay, good time, good timing.
We'll get to the statistics later. Are there any changes in your team since the last you played?
No, for a change, all 14 showed up. Now we have a choice of benching couple. Maybe Ravi will be the one who will be sitting today.
Oh, that's
I don't know.
awesome.
We'll see. But yeah, we have enough players, so no changes. We'll go with what we played in our previous playoff game, and sounds like maybe one super sub. Last time we were exactly 11.
Oh, that's great. And any special strategies for finals?
No, we try not to change anything. The moment we start experimenting in finals, folks like you will win. So we don't want that to happen. We don't want to give any masala. So stick to our basics, and that will be our the strategy.
Awesome, awesome. All the best. Looking
very
forward to
much.
the
Appreciate it. Good
exciting
job.
finals.
You should be talking like Ravi.
So the update from the middle is Firebirds have won the toss and they're going to bat first. We'll be starting the game in like about 10 minutes. We have the two umpires, Mohan. So Mohan is our veteran umpire. He has been doing a very good job since a very long time for JCA. So Mohan, can you please come here so that the sunlight is on you? What do you want to say about today's game?
The weather is nice, so the whole tournament played in good spirit. So I hope it continues the same. The arrangements and everything are awesome. So we're looking forward for another good game.
Yeah, we'll expect the captains to be calm and cool today because with the hit of the moment, things can change. So yeah, all the best for the finals, and as always, we hope that you do a great job. Okay, we'll get some views from our expert players who have come to watch the game today. Uh, Let me see whom I can catch first. Okay, so okay, fine. When are we starting? Okay, fine. Because of the time crunch, we'll be starting the game as soon as possible. We'll take some expert opinions later, maybe. But yeah, for now, we'll start the game. The pitch, it's an AstroTurf, so I don't think it is going to make a lot of difference. But yeah, wind can be a big factor here in ACH ground. Teams would be wary of that, and yeah, it's a perfect setup for an all exciting final game. Music. We'll be starting the game in a while. Ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to the live coverage of BCPL final. We have the Hustlers team practicing on the pitch. You can see that, and we hope to have an exciting final today. I have my colleague and co-commentator Ashu with me. So Ashu, what do you think about the game today?
Hello, hey, Vicky, and hi to all the viewers. The day is amazing, the weather is amazing. It is going to be a great game as both the teams have been performing well. So I hope we get to see the.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I can see that the weather is really beautiful today. We are going to have a cracking of a game. Um, okay, so we have the umpires walking in, and we'll start the game in about 2 minutes.
I would like to give kudos to the umpires as well throughout the tournament in the heat. Throughout every ball, they have been up with the players with the same energy and been commendable throughout the tournament. So kudos to all the umpires who have been in the tournament.
Completely agree. Like I'd said, right, umpiring is a thankless job, and JCA would like to thank all the umpires that have participated in the entire tournament. Like we had a very smooth conduct throughout. So I think we are all set for the first ball. Uh, let's the action begin.
So you can see Firebirds have come on to bat. They have Arvind Jain on the striker end and Revant on the non-striker end. Uh, been an amazing opening pair for them. They have given a couple of good partnerships in the tournament and got their team to the playoffs and now in the finals. And Nazi coming from the bowling end. And wide it is on the first ball of the match.
So yeah, Firebirds have opened their account with a wide. Nazi is a very experienced bowler. I think the captain has gone. Very good delivery, a full length ball. Batsman very watchful and just played it to the straight to the hands of the fielder.
I think the best part about the Raiders overall as a team has been their bowling unit. They have a very experienced lineup. Oh, a swing
Oh,
and appeal to the umpire and is declared wide by the umpire. That was a close call, Vicky. I think if we had DRS, surely in few years we would have it here, maybe, if it is
ye-
possible. JCA raises all the money from the software engineers around.
indeed, it was a very confident appeal. I think the Hustlers team were very confident about that. And yeah, if there was a DRS, they would have definitely gone up.
Yeah, so I was talking about the bowling unit of Raiders, also called as Hustlers for this tournament. See, the line in length that their bowlers have been sticking to is shows how much experience they are. They have been playing various tournaments for very experienced teams and been playing in pressure matches as well. So they know how to play their game in the big games. Oh, it's a
Uh,
cry on the bowler end.
and
Let's wait
that's
for the
out.
umpire call, and it's out. Excellent fielding by Uday, uh, throwing with a rocket arm to the bowler, Nazi, and he destroys the stump and sees the batsman walking to the pavilion.
I think that was Ravent who got out. It was a risky single any time of the day, but I think the dot ball pressure was what they caused this run out.
Yeah,
And
Arvind, I think, took that call from what I can see, and it turned out to be not a good call. But yeah, they still have good batting coming down the order. So I think they have to all they have to do is build a partnership, utilize the power play, and then try to build a partnership till 8 overs. Then you have Mayur and Karthik Krishnan in their team, who are the pinch hitters in their team and can take the game away.
Yeah, completely. And I think that this was suicidal. It was not necessary. Like you have, I know 12 overs is a short game, but still, you have a lot of deliveries, 72 deliveries where you can score. And as you said, they have a deep batting lineup. They have Mayur, Karthik Krishnan, and a lot of batsmen in their hood yet to come. So I think they would target for a good start so that they can build up on the momentum later.
Absolutely. So we have a new batsman, Jeet, on the non-striker end. There's been a good wide line, asking the batsman to play the outside off line and go for that shot over the fielders and risk it. I think I've seen Jeet play throughout this tournament, and the good part is that amongst all the hitters in Firebirds, oh, nicely defended. Among all the Firebirds, Jeet has given them the stability by blocking the wicket on the other end.
This has been a very good over by Nazi. The first over, he's just setting up the tone for Hustlers with his bowling. We are expecting this to be a high scoring game, but let's see how it ends. That was a full toss on the leg side. It was played well towards the fine leg region. A very good throw by the fielder, and they could run 2 runs meanwhile. So at the end of first over, the score is 4 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a splendid first over from Nazi uh, with all his experience. The first overs of the power play bowled by the bowler is very underrated according to me. People usually talk about the death overs where the bowlers concede very less run. Under 10 is amazing. So I think conceding less than 10 runs in power play is also a good thing when you're talking about shorter formats.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's what I said. Like the first 2 overs set the tone for the batting team, and Nazi bowling just a 4-run over is going to cause an issue for Firebirds. We have Ravi Poluparthi who's going to start the second over. He's also an experienced bowler. So, like going back to Hustlers team, right? We have seen them playing together for a lot of years, and that's it. That was a very good ball. Batsman being very watchful, just played it back to the bowler. So yeah, Hustlers have been playing together a lot of times, and that is what I think has give them that extra. Oh, that's a good shot. It was a short ball on the leg side, and I think this is going to be the first boundary of the finals.
Yeah, absolutely, Vicky. Short ball onto the pitch, and he's pulled it away beautifully to the square for an amazing first boundary for Firebirds. Oh, that's a good comeback by the bowler, and it was a little misfield from Praveen. That's very rare to see, as usually he's a very good fielder.
Yeah, Hustlers have been a good fielding team throughout the tournament, and we have seen that time and again. So, yeah, a good start for Hustlers, if you would say that. They've been bowling very good. Batsmen have been watchful, and they're not scoring at a good rate yet.
Beautifully.
And at the end of 2 overs, the score is of what is a good score. See, chasing in a final is always difficult, but I would think um, Firebirds would try to target anything above 90 in the 12 overs that they get, and it is going to be a difficult chase if it is going to be above 90.
Absolutely, Vicky, because we've seen throughout the tournament the par score on this ground, ACH, has been 90. We've seen a few matches where teams have chased 90 with an ease. So 10 to 15 runs over that would actually be almost a winning total for Firebirds.
And we have the third over. I think it is Nazi again who is going to bowl the third over. He bowled a beautiful first over. He had the batsman under pressure, and we think he's going to continue the same thing again. Bowling outside off stump. Again, that's a great
Oh.
delivery. Oh, it has been called wide by the umpire. But yeah, they are sticking. Like, I think the Hustlers have a clear plan. They'll be going bowling outside off stump and see if the batsmen make a mistake.
I mean, yeah, in this format of the game, it's a very good strategy. As we've seen, it's very difficult to hit the ball over square and make it travel to the boundary all the way. So they are clear with their plan and bowling outside off, but a little off on the implementation. Still a good ball on the pads.
Nazi coming round the wicket, changing the angle to the batsman. It was on the leg side. Batsman beautifully flicked it towards the square leg fielder, and they get a single. Batsman running down the wicket. He was trying for a big shot, but Nazi also up to the task. He saw the batsman coming out and pulled a beautiful slow one that foxed the batsman, and he just had to play straight to the fielder.
Oh, it's a good ball again and well fielded by Praveen.
Nazi has been very consistent today with his line and length. Couple of wides, I think, but there was no boundaries yet scored off him, and that's been great.
So when you are one of the good bowlers, sees 2 overs and feel that was close. Oh, it almost carried to the fielder.
That was a good shot. It was hit toward the mid wicket region, and the fielder was running towards the ball. He was very close to the ball. We thought he would have taken the catch, but yeah, it was a close call. Meanwhile, the batsman could run 2 runs. Yeah, Ashu, you were asking something.
Yeah. So I have a question for the viewers. They can put it down in. Oh, let's cut away. Stop for the single. So yeah, my question continues. That what do you think is a good score on this pitch, and what do you think the Firebirds is gonna score? Let's put it in the chat and see who gets the closest answer after the first innings.
And again, viewers, let's see whom are you supporting today, the Firebirds or the Hustlers, so that we have a count as to how many supporters we have for Hustlers and how many supporters we have for the Firebirds. And that was a single down to the long leg. At the end of 3 overs, the score is 15 for 1. The umpire has signaled end of power play, and it has been a good power play for the Hustlers. Firebirds batsmen couldn't score much. They are scoring at the rate
Rate of
of
5 per over.
5 runs per over. Yeah, and we hope that they accelerate after this and score a challenging total for Hustlers to chase.
Yes, absolutely, Vicky. It's been an amazing power play, but I don't think it has been a bad power play either for Firebirds as well. Because after that first wicket and the first run out, they've played their shots, they've showed their positive intent, and they've shown Hustlers that they are not stopping anywhere and they are playing the final as it is meant to be played. So that's one thing. That's the good intent from the Firebirds is really balance the power play for both. But I'd say a little it has tilted towards the side of Hustlers.
Viewers, we have DJ Jinx in the house today. So all the music that you hear, it is from DJ Jinx. So we have fourth over bowled by Prasad Kuri. He's on his mark. I think he'll try to continue the good work that the opening bowlers have done today. It was short and wide, but they have a fielder there. It was straight to his hand, and they could score just one run.
Comfortably covering the offside Praveen, swift fielder, and Prasad also has been a good bowler. He's come in and he's bowled quickly 2 overs just after the power play.
A good ball again. If you see, this has been a very consistent bowling by Hustlers. They've been bowling outside off till now, and batsmen have not able to score a lot of runs in that region.
Even after the end of power play, the important part in the first innings is to rotate and keep the scoreboard ticking. But Prasad has been stopping that for the other teams whenever he's coming to bowl after the power play. So, but today I see they've been scoring off him, and as they were struggling in their previous encounter, as Prasad took the most of the wickets for Hustlers against Firebirds.
It was in the air for a bit. The fielder was running behind, but it was always a catching up situation there. So, yeah.
Nicely played by Jeet for a single. Uh, they've scored 6 runs of this over after power play. So that's been their highest scoring over, I think, in 2Ds and singles. So that's been a good over so far.
2 balls to go. Let's see if Firebirds can make most of this over.
Bowled and played nicely just for a single. Stopped by the point fielder, Venkat.
We have always had Mayur and Faisal who has been doing the commentary for GCA, and they had done a great job. So it's going to be a big shoes for us to fill in. They have been entertaining. They have been up to the mark always with the commentary job.
Oh, played down the ground. Nicely fielded by Ravi, and Nazi supporting his fielding and throwing it. Oh, I think it hit the bowler's leg and diverted, but yeah.
At the end of 4 overs, they are 24 for 1.
So yeah, like Vicky, you were mentioning that Faisal and Mayur have been doing an amazing job for the previous years throughout the finals. But that also is a little disrespect for them as they were never in finals, is what you're trying to say?
You can say that this is the first time they are playing a finals together, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
has always been on the other side of the camera. They have been sitting and watching the game and cheering all the other teams. But
Yes.
yeah, it is beautiful seeing both of them on the field today. We know how fearsome batsmen both of them are. Both of them can take away game within like few balls, and we are hoping the same today as well.
Yes, Vicky, it's going to be an amazing encounter between the captains, the bench hitters for both the teams, be it veterans for the Jacksonville Cricket Association, and been doing a splendid job towards contributing towards cricket in Jacksonville and Florida altogether. I would give kudos to them and also Mayur for the whole setup for today's match streaming.
Yeah, exactly. A big shout out to Mabi Productions. Today's live coverage is by Mabi Productions, and we know, like, we can say that we are privileged to get all these facilities in Jacksonville, thanks to Mayur and Mabi Productions, and as well as JCA for sponsoring this. Yeah, like, if you ask me, 3 years, 4 years back, we didn't have all these privileges. We used to come, play, and just go back home, even during the finals. But today, if you see, we have a lot of crowd coming in today, just thanks to JCA. And yeah, all the facilities have been really good.
Absolutely, Vicky. So this has been their star bowler who's bowling the current over, Uday, who's been taking a good amount of wickets and been very consistent. He starts off after the power play like Prasad does and bowls the pinch yorkers. So it's not it's difficult to score runs of yorkers in the death over, so you could imagine how difficult it would be in the middle overs, and he can bowl it very consistently. He's been full with all the pace, and he's been difficult to hit so far in the tournament.
Yeah, we have seen Uday bowling really well for Hustlers, and you can see that he's doing the same job for them today as well. That was a wide delivery, and rightly so, umpire called it as a wide. Yeah, so Uday has been really good for Hustlers, and he is replicating the same and standing up to his reputation of a good bowler for Hustlers. Hope he bowls well and continues the same thing.
Oh, what a shot again from Revan. He's pulled it, picked it up nicely over mid-wicket boundary for a huge, amazing six. That was an amazing shot, full of length. As we were talking about the bowlers, full length and pace and hard to be hit. We've given him the commentator's curse.
I think he premeditated that. It's been a long that a boundary had come, and this was a much needed boundary for the Firebirds. And it was beautifully hit on the leg side. It went long in the air, and it landed a couple of meters outside the boundary. Fielders were just a spectator there.
And every now and then you have to go for these hits to keep the score that you want to get. That's what changes. That's the main difference between getting a good par score and a good winning total. So yeah, first innings is as tough as second innings because you would never know. Okay, there is a chance of a run out as a good throw. Oh, it is a close call.
Yeah, that was a good second run. Batsman was aware of the situation, and the first run was taken quickly, and they ran back for the second run. Yeah, you made a very good point. Firebirds have to score or try to score a boundary every over from now so that they can reach their target for the finals. Uh, Viewers, just to give you an idea as to what do we have today, if you can see, we have a lot of people coming in. We have the Pakodi session that is going on. We haven't got it yet. We are waiting that.
Oh,
And
lifted in the air, going for the catch. Two fielders didn't collide there, and bowler taking the catch.
and meanwhile, we have the second wicket.
Bowler
I
has the last redemption over Rewant. He has the last laugh. He's tried to make another hit another boundary, but it is edged and gone into the air, and good taken a good catch by uh, the bowler Uday.
Yes, exactly. And we have a dangerous batsman, Raven, going out. But equally, we have Mayur, their captain, who's coming in. And I'm pretty sure he has a set plan in his mind today. And we are going to see some firecrackers today. Coming back to what do we have today from JCA, if you can see a lot of crowd coming in today. I hope if you're watching this game live, just come over and enjoy this.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful day. We have the heat days going away and the fall coming in, so it's not that hot of a day today. So yes, we can come down and enjoy a good game with all the refreshments provided by JCA.
So Ashu, what do you think Mayur must have come with a plan here? Is he going to go berserk from the first ball, or do you think he's going to be watchful? He's going to get his eye in, and then he's going to start scoring. For the score at the end of 5 overs, we have 35 for 2 Firebirds. Yeah, Ashu.
Yeah, so the answer to your question, Vicky, I think when you're sending Mayur in and he's coming in so quickly, that only means one thing, destruction. Because you wouldn't send your the pinch hitter and a great hitter so up the order and so early, not to just block the wicket, as they have other batsmen who can perform this role as equally as he can. But yes, I think he'll be going for the hits. And also, I have a question for you, Vicky. How long do you think he would have taken to find a bat of his size?
Yeah, we had like, I would say, we used to play for the same team, Jaguars, and we used to have a lot of discussion about the bats, especially for Mayur. I had a bat which I got from Bombay, and he used to play. Like, that is when I think he started that carnage in the tennis ball, and then he got this Mamba bat from, I think, some Pakistani vendor, and then it went to a different level. And yeah,
Absolutely.
Mayur, like, it's going to be difficult for him since he's the captain. So he has to have that perfect balance of attacking cricket, as well as he has to see that uh, the the innings through and hope that Firebirds get to a good total.
Absolutely, that's a good point, Vicky. So yeah, I mean, the bat still makes me laugh for his size. It seems even it is a big bat, but it seems so small for the giant that we have in the JCA. See,
Faisal, the captain of Hustlers, who is covering the entire screen. So we just made a quick request for him to get aside and change his fielding position, and he humbly obliged to do it.
it's always been in the spirit of the game. Oh, it's edged by the batsman and taken. What an amazing catch by the wicketkeeper Prem to dismiss Jeet. That was an amazing ball, and he dived full length onto the right side and took an amazing, splendid catch. That was a great delivery and as equal as.
Yeah, absolutely. And Venkat has been a very good bowler for Hustlers, and he has showed it in the finals as well with the very first delivery, bowling outside off, inviting the batsman for a drive, and the batsman edged, and that was a very good catch by Prem. Prem is a very good keeper. We have seen a lot of his keeping over the years, and yeah, he's also up to the mark today. I think Hustlers have really come with a set plan today. If you see, their bowlers have erred very little. They have been bowling a very. So the organizer Satish Bolimpally is asking us to keep the DJ volume a bit low. So yeah, coming back to Venkat. Venkat is a bowler who will give you those balls which are bowled to the line and length. And I think he is a captain's bowler. He'll bowl to the field, and he'll always give you those economical overs.
Absolutely, and also the delivery he bowled to dismiss Jeet was a little bit of a pacey leg cutter because it took away from the pitch and edged as he was also playing. Oh, that's a beamer from Venkat. I think what happened. I don't know what happened there. The outfield has been a little. There's a dew factor on the outfield. Maybe that was the reason. I think.
And this is a free hit, and we have Mayur on strike. Let's see, is this the start of the floodgates for the Firebirds?
Oh yes. If he connects this well, then you can expect a few more or a lot more coming down the overs. Oh, that's a good ball. He knows that Mayur can connect big hits if it comes onto the bat and onto his body. So that was a good thought delivery and bowling it onto the off end to the pitch, make him play on the offside.
Yeah, and again, if you see, Hustlers are not deviating from their plans. Again, it was a free hit delivery. Bowler must have been under pressure, but he did not change anything. He's just bowling outside off. Oh, that was a poor delivery. It was full toss. It was on the leg side.
Had
It's
it
give.
been had it been a settled batsman, do you think it would have been a boundary?
I think so. Yeah, it would have been like he would have like had his eye in, and maybe he would have expected the bowler to bowl the outside of length, and yeah, it could have been a boundary there. And we have the two best batsmen, Karthik and Mayur, on strike. So Firebirds are going to heavily rely on these two batsmen, and we hope that they're going to score a lot of, like, majority of the runs today for the Firebirds.
Yes, Vicky. Oh, that is a poor delivery onto the leg side of full toss, but nudged away nicely by Mayur for 2 runs. As you can see, the captain of Hustlers shouting down their strategy to the bowler from the long off boundary, setting the field. So, Vicky, do you think, okay, the score as of now is 42 for 3, last ball of the over? Oh, it's a full length ball played
And
down the ground.
and as you see, Mayur has been watchful from the start, and I think captaincy is playing on his mind. He will try to see through the innings and is going to try to strike a perfect balance between attack and defense. And he's going to be watchful, is what I feel, and he'll try to score in the death overs.
So the first half of the first innings is done. That's 6 overs up. It is the score is 43 for the loss of 3 wickets. They have their uh, top batsmen Karthik and Mayur on the center. And what do you think? I think 6 overs, 10 runs per over, 60 would get them to 100. Vicky.
Yeah, it is beautifully set up for these two batsmen now. They are scoring at a rate of 7 runs per over till now, and they would like to up the ante and try to score as much as possible in the next 6 overs. I think they are taking a drinks break, and even we'll take a break till then.
Absolutely.
We are back from the break. Mayur is going to be on strike, and Ravi, their experienced bowler, is going to be bowling. That was a good ball onto the stumps, a full delivery. If the situation would have been different, I think Mayur would have picked up that ball.
Hello. Hello.
That was high up in the sky, and it was a drop catch by Pravin. There were two fielders. They were trying to get to the catch, and there was no communication at all. And that could be a costly drop. It was Mayur whose catch that was. I was hoping that the fielder that was coming from the deep square leg calling for that ball, but they made a complete mess out of it. So we have wides, two wides from Ravi, and I think that catch drop is playing on the minds of Ravi. He was bowling beautifully well till now, and that was a good delivery. Outside off again, Mayur tried to defend that, but completely missed the line of the ball. Hustlers tried to appeal, but umpire deterred. Yeah, this could be a costly drop by the Hustlers. Firebirds' main batsman Mayur being dropped on 6 runs.
Yes, Vicky. That's been a absolute blunder from the fielders, not calling.
At the end of 7 overs, the score is 47 for 3. To the viewers online, we have um, a bowl out and a six hitting competition in the innings break. Uh, that's a great shot by Krish Karthik, straight down the ground, all the way for six. That was really good shot. It was picked up off the length. First ball from Venkat, and that was a good shot. Sorry, guys, for the interruption. We are trying to make an announcement here. We're trying to figure out the technicalities of it, and that's why the disturbance.
Yeah, that was an amazing shot from Karthik. Picked it beautifully to hit down the ground for an amazing six. That's what he's been doing throughout the tournament for Firebirds. As you see, he's been hitting, scoring 25 to 30 runs in the 10 balls.
Again, a poor delivery from Venkat. Full toss and down the leg. Batsman could have made use of it, but unfortunately, he couldn't connect. Yeah, coming to the point, Ashu, I think Karthik has been their best batsman, though they have Mayur in their lineup, but Karthik has been the aggressor. Mayur also played a couple of good innings for Firebirds, but Karthik has been consistent throughout the tournament.
Yes. So their consistency is mostly Karthik.
That's a great shot by Karthik. A beautiful cover drive. We see a very less of this kind of shots in tennis ball cricket, but this shows what a proper batsman Karthik is. Uh, Ashu, about a different topic. Yesterday we had a women's game between India and England. It was the last match of Julian Goswami. I don't know if you watched it or not, but the cricketing world is divided in this opinion where Indian women's team won the match. There was a last wicket which was taken with Mankading, and we have all the cricketers, all the experts having this divided opinion whether that was the right thing to do or not. What is your opinion on that?
Uh, that's an amazing point that we can talk about and make the viewers aware about it. So yeah, I watch women's cricket as equally as the men's cricket. I hope people believe that I'm not lying. So to talk about that point, I think it was well within the rules. So it is within the rules and it is legal according to ICC and MCC. So I don't think it is a bad thing to do. If you are really playing in the spirit of the cricket, then let's talk about after this delivery.
Venkat has been bowling really good today. And that's a great shot again on the leg side. Two fielders converging, but it was beautifully hit between the gap, and that's 4 runs for Firebirds.
Absolutely, picked up very beautifully by Karthik. It was an amazing shot between the two fielders, one on the mid wicket and one on the square. Coming back to the topic, I think like I mentioned, it is within the rules, and when the batsman can take advantage in the last overs by leaving the crease before the delivery is being bowled, so that should sometimes turn against him because it wouldn't be fair. Where it's appeal directed.
Mayur was trying to take a second run for the overthrow, but Karthik had backed up a lot, so they couldn't take that run. Yeah, but talking about the women's game, I think the answer that was given by Harmanpreet in the post-match presentation was absolutely amazing. Where the commentator was asking her about what was her opinion about that last wicket, but what she said was, "I thought you would ask me about the rest of the 9 wickets and not the last wicket." And she said, like, I'll completely back my players. She did what was right and within the rules, and it just shows the awareness of the bowler as to what the batsmen are doing and as well as what the batsman on the non-strike is doing.
Yes, absolutely, Vicky. Because when you are down and when you are in the circle and when you are in the field, all the players have one single thing going on in their mind: how to make the team win the game within the rules. So if you are staying within the rules and doing and being aware of all the situations, then according to me, it's never it's not a bad thing because you are not breaking any rule there. And to talk about the same thing, you have seen a lot of runouts being missed by an inch or less than an inch on the striker's end or non-striker end because the batsmen tend to leave the crease before the delivery is being bowled and when there is a bye or a single or a quick single taken. So that if that works to their advantage, then this It's actually stopping them to do that by doing what the bowler did for the last wicket is is a fair thing according to me, because it is supposed to be equally difficult and equally viable for both the bowling team and the batting team.
Yeah, and Harsha Bogle made a very good point in his tweet saying that just imagine if it was the last ball of a World Cup final, and what if the runner makes that single run just because he was backing up well, and those centimeters counted, and England would have won. And we know how England has won the 2019 World Cup and under what circumstances. So I don't know, like when they talk about spirit of the game, it's very difficult to digest because the finals that was won, it was won on the count of the boundaries scored, and at that time no one objected and no one questioned that rule. But yeah, so that is the hypocrisy of England cricket team. It was beautifully driven down the ground by Karthik for a single. They've been building a good partnership. I think that they are scoring 26 from 23 balls. We are expecting fireworks at death overs by both these batsmen. So they are making sure that they stealth to the end.
Yes, Vicky. So we've come down to the last 4 overs of the first innings. So they still have their two big hitters on the and the two prime batsmen on the field, and they've been playing sensibly and rotating strike after the boundary. Oh, helicoptered
That's
over long off by Mayur for an amazing six. What a shot that was!
Yeah, that was an amazing helicopter shot from the books of MS Dhoni. And I would say Sachin Tendulkar as well, who was the first batsman to play that shot. But Dhoni trademarked it. And yes, we can see that Mayur is trying to up the ante, score a lot of runs, and get Firebirds to a good total. Again, a beautiful shot by Mayur. Deep
Wow.
mid wicket, and that's a long six. The ball has gone, I think, about few meters from the boundary line, and the fielder is searching for the ball. Mayur, I think, has started scoring quickly, and he has decided that now is the time where Firebirds have to score.
If if the hustlers keep you know letting Mayur hit sixes like this, then absolutely I would say the game is going to get away from hustlers, because you see that it is not only a six, but it's actually a demotivating six by the distance and the length it goes. You can the bowler still keeps thinking about it.
Let's see what Ravi does now. That was a bad delivery again, but to the fortune of Hustlers, oh, that was beautifully fielded by the fielder on the fine leg. They could have run three, but maybe laziness of Mayur. They could just run 2 runs. And at the end of 9 overs, they've scored 76 for 3.
They are all set for crossing that 100 mark. Once they cross the 100 mark, I think they have a good bowling lineup that can defend 100 with mere difficulties, until and unless the hitters from Hustlers decide to go blazing guns on them.
Yeah, so last 3 overs coming in. I think now is the time we're going to see a lot of fireworks by both these batsmen, and even Hustlers are trying to be their best. They have Nazi bowling in, who has been their best bowler today, who has bowled 2 overs, 10 runs, had the economy rate of 5, and we hope this is going to be a cracker of a contest.
Yes, really, they really have to break this partnership. Otherwise, they are capable of scoring 50 and well over 50 in the last 3 overs and taking the total to a high on the higher side. So their strike bowler, I think, can do it. Nazi has previously uh, broken this partnership in the tournament. So I hope that they watch out for those deliveries and play the bad deliveries, Firebird, and it is going to be an interesting contest.
Nazi coming in. Oh, that was bowled pretty well. Again, wide of the sticks, and it edged. They are appealing very hard to the leg umpire. They think it is a run out, but umpire undeterred.
That
The,
was a close call. I think there was a 1 second's delay by Prem after collecting the ball and hitting it onto the stumps. I don't know why he had that delay. There was a slight confusion in his head. If he had done it quickly, then it would have been a really close call. It's really important. And the batsman now seems to be struggling a little with cramps, maybe.
I think he has injured himself a bit there. I don't know. We can see the batsman lying down on the sides, and there are players who are trying to attend him. Also, we can see a bit of frustration that has been creeping in Hustlers. There was a small argument between the captain and the vice captain now. We'll be back with the break.
Want to register and give an attempt and give a shot at this competition can come down to the DJ console and give their names individually for the bowlout and the six hitting competition. So for the six hitting competition and bowlout, we have prizes for the winners. So whoever hits the furthest six and whoever survives in the bowlout till the end wins a prize each. So whoever wants to register for this competition can come down to the DJ console and give their names. Thank you.
Even for the online watchers, I would say come down. It's a beautiful weather, and you have a lot of gift cards and prizes to be won. We are going to have two competitions. One is the six hitting competition. Each batsman is going to get two balls, and the batsman who has hit the longest six is going to win. And then there's going to be a bowl out competition as well. Two balls for the each bowler, and we'll see who hits the maximum wickets. We have quite a few registration today. I think we have 25 names who have registered. So if the viewers you're not able to come to the ground, just be stay tuned for the mid-innings show where we'll be showing both bowl out as well as the six hitting competition. I think there are few big six hitters in both the teams. Unfortunately, I don't think so. They are going to feature in that tournament. But yeah, we have quite a few good batsmen in Jacksonville. We'll see how they go today.
You see, the batsman is doing good now, and we are going to continue the innings. So the score is 76 for 3 after 9.1. There's just one delivery bowled in this over, and
And we have one of the best batsmen and a very good bowler of Jacksonville, Uday. We'll have some thoughts of Uday about this game. So, Uday, what do you think is a good score for the finals? And given the current situation Firebirds are in, where would they end up, and how do you see these finals?
So I would feel anything above 100 would be a great score to defend, but 90 should work as well. As we know, Hustlers really probably need a wicket here to break this partnership. Otherwise, they might be looking something around 100, 110, or maybe over that. Looking at the batsman in the crease right now, and it would be a really difficult chase if it is something over 100, is what I believe.
And what do you think? How costly is that drop going to be of Mayur for the Hustlers?
Uh, it's always like any drop catch for any batsman is always going to hurt any team, is what I feel. I know Mayur is a great batsman, a six-hitting batsman, but they really need to look at what he's going to do when he actually gets some nice hits out of his bat.
Thank you so much, Uday. We'll try to get in more such experts and expert opinions online. We have a lot of players who have come in to watch the finals. I hope they come towards the commentating box and we get to hear from them as well. Oh, that was a
Oh,
beautiful
what a
delivery,
delivery
a full
from,
delivery.
as I've
Yorker one.
mentioned,
Ah,
their strike bowler Nazi coming and doing the job again. I'd say that little injury that happened to Karthik caused him a distraction as he was going. He had a beautiful flow going, but it distracted him, and a full and delivery Yorker, absolutely unplayable delivery with full pace onto the stumps and gets him clean.
a much needed wicket for Hustlers. This partnership was turning out to be dangerous, and they got a wicket right on time when the last 3 overs were left. And I think this is going to be crucial now. We have the new batsman Binil, who is supposed to be our DJ today as well. Let's see how much music is going to put in the finals now.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Bins. You have any occasions in Jacksonville or any? So we have, like I was saying, there's a shout out to DJ Benz. If you have any occasions in Jacksonville, you can contact him. He's been the DJ for the whole tournament and for this finals as well.
And to talk about how important the last wicket was, they had a partnership of 42 runs in just 25 balls. So you know how dangerous those two batsmen could have been at the end and at the death overs. So that was a much needed wicket for the Hustlers. And Nazi again bringing his experience to the play. And we see him bowling that Yorker to Karthik. Karthik trying to up the ante, trying to score over the covers, but missed the ball completely and had to go back to the hut.
So another announcement that the registration. Oh, that's a dropped catch from Uday. Oh, it could have been a double dismissal in the over. Another six hitting batsman, Binil, would have been out had that catch been taken. But it was dropped. It was not that difficult of a chance. But catches like these are supposed to be taken when you are playing pinch games and playoffs and finals. So that's what matters the most in these kind of games, right?
And
And
we have already seen how costly Mayur's drop was. And now this is Binil. Binil is also again a dangerous batsman, and you will see how costly it is going to be for them.
what an amazing ball. Again, full on to the stumps. Mayur tried to reverse hit it, but it went between his legs and dismissed him and cleaned him up. That was an amazing delivery. This change, do you think is match changing? This has been game changing from the captain of Hustlers.
What a ball. I completely think this can change the course of the match. This has been a great over, 4 balls, and just 2 runs out of it. There was a wide, and he has taken two batsmen who were set and were all set to score in the death overs, but both of them are in the hut.
This also suggests and makes it seem that there is two new batsmen coming in. We've seen that Karthik and Mayur have struggled in the start to connect the ball until their eye was set. So with 2 overs remaining, I think it's going to be very difficult for these batsmen to start striking from the first ball, as it's not that easy as it seems, because the bowlers have been very on point and on target. So it's going to be a difficult last 2 overs. I hope that Firebirds could get something over 15 to 20 runs from these 2 overs and get their score over 90.
Yeah, exactly. And I would say that was very good captaincy from Faisal. As I said, Nazi has been their best bowler today, and he has delivered on time when the captain needed the most. That partnership was looking very dangerous. 42 runs of 26 balls, and now we have both the batsmen inside the hut, and Nazi delivering for his captain. Nazi has been very experienced bowlers, and we have seen him doing this time and again, and he's delivering again in this big final.
Yes, I would call him the JCS Dasun Shanaka, batting and bowling both. It's an amazing over, but still a delivery to go. He has taken 2 wickets, 2 very important wickets by conceding just 12 runs, and it's his last delivery. So that gets his economy to almost 6. And
Yeah, the bowling figures of Nazi has been 2.4 overs, 13 runs for 2 wickets at an economy rate of 4.9, and any captain would take it on a finals day, and that to 2 big wickets, the two main batsmen of Firebirds, Karthik and Mayur, and that I think is going to be a game-changing over. Uh, Nazi coming up to the task.
that was absolutely gold dust from Nazi, coming down in the death overs and making the most of it and stopping the bowlers, the batsmen to score more runs and dismissing, like you mentioned, the batsman has been the hitters. So you think what do you think that the Firebirds can get?
With the current score that they are on 81 and 2 overs to go, I hope them to score at least 15 runs and take the score to 96.
Yes,
That
that
was a beautiful over by Nazi, and you can see rightly applauded by all his teammates, even the captains giving him pat on his back, and that was really great over by Nazi.
yes, Vicky. Uh, so I think, like you mentioned, the score of 95 is a good score, as batting second in this heat is not that easy, because you have to keep rotating constantly and get those boundaries as well, and plan your innings accordingly. You cannot afford to slow your run rate down in the mid overs and take it to the final overs for anything over uh, 10 runs or 11 runs per over. So that's something that the batting side coming next has to keep in mind and plan their batting order accordingly. We have Uday bowling the penultimate over for Hustlers.
Uh, yeah, so they have two options with the bowlers that they currently have. They have Prasad and Uday, and I think Faisal has gone with Uday. This is the penultimate over, and it is going to be an important over as to how many scores Firebirds end up with. First delivery of the 11th over, and that was full toss. Man played gently towards the long off region for a single. I think captain must be expecting a lot more from these two batsmen than just the singles. I don't know what is the communication from the captain for both these batsmen, but I'm pretty sure they would try to touch that 100-run mark.
For sure, I know that these two batsmen can connect and can connect big. So maybe a couple of hits would actually turn the innings again in favor of Firebirds.
And that's a wide delivery. Bowler trying to be tricky, and he just missed his line, and that's an extra run. Whatever run that comes, Firebirds are going to take with both hands, And if you observe, both these batsmen are playing with a black mamba bat. I think the captain is very clear. He's saying, if I can score, you guys can also score. And that was a beautiful shot on the offside for 4 runs.
Yes, cut away fiercely by Shubra to the point region, and it's gone flying to the boundary. It was an amazing shot. So as you can see that these both batsmen are capable of hitting big and slogging in the death overs as required. So the difference, what do you think has been between the other bowlers of Hustlers and Nazi?
I think Nazi was hitting the line and length very consistently. He was at the batsman, all the deliveries, and I think that is what makes him a standout bowler today. Also, what do you think? Did Faisal take a big risk with Uday bowling the penultimate over, as he had gone for 11 runs in his previous over? And this was going to be a crucial over always. And that's a beautiful shot on the leg side. It is going away from the boundary and it's a six.
Wow, that was picked up beautifully off the legs by Shubra to score an amazing six over square leg.
And this is turning out to be a big gamble by the captain. Uday, who had given 11 runs in his previous over, was always going to bowl that crucial over, and I think that gamble has not paid off as of yet. There have been 11 runs out of the first three deliveries, and we'll see how many more do the batsmen score in the next three.
Yeah, he was backing his bowler.
That's a full toss again, a bad delivery, but batsmen couldn't make most out of it. Straight to the fielder, and they just take a single.
Yeah, he tried to hit it away on the leg side, but couldn't connect properly. Talking about Uday, I think he's done a better job in the previous matches, so that built up a lot of trust for the captain in him. So that was maybe one of the reasons that he went with him. But again, a bowler can have a bad day.
Batsman running down the wicket, trying to score, and that's a beautiful shot. It went away for four. So
It's an
batsman
amazing
showing
shot.
some aggression now. I think the communication is very clear from the captain. Take the Mamba bat and just hit the ball.
That was a wonderful shot over the cover fielder, playing in the gap between that fielder in the deep boundary and long off to hit an amazing four. Uh, the fielder tried to cover it up, but it went with very good pace to the boundary.
And we know how dangerous a batsman Binil can be in death overs. He has again hit a good
Oh,
shot
that can
on
be
the
a
leg
close
side.
call. Oh, what an amazing fielding from Praveen. Picked up the ball on the fly and threw it in one go with a rocket arm almost covering the whole length from the boundary to the wicket. It scared away the batsman to take that second run. So it has been a good over. It was an amazing over for Firebirds. Our Firebirds are now 98 for the fall down with 5 wickets.
And it has been a very expensive over for the Hustlers. 18 runs coming off that over, and Firebirds are very close to the mark of 100, and I think they're going to cross it very easily with 1 run to go. They could actually score around 110, 115 with the 6 balls to go. So, Ashu, what do you think? Who is going to bowl that all important final over for Hustlers?
For me, from what I can see, it is always going to be Ravi because of the experience he has. But if considered the options, I think it would not be a good choice going with any other bowler. Even though Ravi has considered 2 sixes to Mayur, but come on, that is Mayur. So you cannot just get your bowler away from the last over. But I can see that Prasad has the last over to himself, and he has the ball to himself. He is going to be bowling the last over. That is an interesting choice from the captain. Could go either ways.
Yeah, I think that was their fifth bowler. Prasad had already bowled a 1 over for 9 runs without any wicket. So let's see how Prasad is going to bowl this all crucial batsman backing out, taking his time to think, and then let's see what the bowler is going to do. First ball of the last over. Oh, that was a big hike by Binil, trying to go over deep mid wicket, but and that's 100 up for the Firebirds. If you can see the Firebird dugout applauding the 100-run mark.
Absolutely, Vicky, because after the dismissal of their two informed batsmen, Karthik and Mayur, the 100 was a little difficult, but these two batsmen have managed amazingly to get up to the 100 mark and can go beyond that.
That was a good delivery again, full and straight. That is what the captain want in the final over. Batsman couldn't get under the ball, and it was just a single run.
So far, it's been two good deliveries. Yes, that's gold dust in final over. You cannot ask for a better start, but you have still four deliveries left, and you never know.
Yeah, exactly. So Prasad up to the task and bowling really beautifully in this final over. And what you said was really right. Like losing their two best batsmen in a span of two deliveries, and then Binil and Subra scoring the bulk of runs in the last day. And that was a beautiful shot in the offside. And I think it's a six. We'll wait for umpire's decision. It's a six. That was a great shot.
An amazing
Again, if you
shot
see,
by Vinil.
again, if you see Prasad trying to stay on that offside line, but it was too wide and a bit of short, and batsman onto it, and that was a great shot by Binil. We know Binil how dangerous he can be, and he's already shown. He's 14 runs off 6 balls with 1 boundary and 1 6, scoring at a strike rate of 233.
Absolutely, he muscled it over the square fielder. I mean,
Again, a good shot. It was wide, and Nazi up to fielding. Again, Nazi showing his class in the fielding as well. I can see Prasad being a bit frustrated. He has to maintain his cool since this is going to be a very crucial over. 11.5, 4 overs, 109 for 5, 2 more deliveries to go. Let's see how many runs do this batsman score of the last 2 deliveries.
it's a fabulous recovery from the Firebirds after that couple.
So the second last delivery. Oh, that's a good shot in the mid, and that's a 6. Binil.
Wow.
He is standing up to his reputation of big hitter. There is one more delivery to go, and it's
Absolutely.
already 115, and one more ball to go.
He's taking away the game in these last overs. What an innings it has been. A quick cameo from Binil and is muscling the ball all over the field and hitting it for huge sixes and amazing boundaries.
I
That's-
think this is going to be a firecracker of a game. Already a lot of runs on the scoreboard as we predicted at the start. This is going to be a high scoring game, and we hope even Hustlers, they also have a good batting lineup. Even they, oh, that's again a good shot on the
Oh, geez,
offside
right,
shot,
muscle
and
it
that's a
over.
boundary. And
What
really,
an amazing delivery. What
this
an
is-
amazing shot.
this
That
is
was
going
fabulous.
this is going to be really good for the momentum for the Firebirds. They've scored 119 for 5 in 12 overs, and if you see, they are going to go in with a lot of confidence and a momentum with them by scoring that last boundary. And I think if you see of the two dugouts, Firebirds seems to be the happier one.
First, the ones who have registered for the bowl-out competition, can you please come down to the wicket? So we will be starting very soon, the bowl-out competition first, and then the six-hitting competition. So people, again, players, again, who have registered for bowl-out, please come down to the center of the ground.
So the
We're going
viewers,
to start the competition very soon. Eat all your pakodis for the energy.
So the viewers who have just joined, at the end of 12 overs, Firebirds have scored 119, which is really a good score. But we have a mid-inning show of a bowl out, so we are going to try to cover that and try to get in thoughts from the from both the captains. Yeah, so we'll try to. I know it is bit of shaky, but I'm trying to go as close as possible and see if we can cover the bowl out. We have a lot of participation, and this is going to be really.
So we will be announcing the rules shortly.
Oh, we have a lot of bowlers who have registered for the bowl out. And just to give you a quick recap of the rules, so bowl out is going to be two balls each for the bowler, and we'll see who can hit the maximum balls. Meanwhile, the bowl out is going. They have not started. We will try to get in some views from the captains. Faisal! Faisal! We have.
Players who have registered for the bowl out.
So we have two captains with us. We'll just try to. We'll just try to get in their views at the end of first innings. Let's see what they think and how this how this final is going to be.
Sir, ask a question, we'll answer. Pettina. What am I saying?
People from the bowl out.
So, Firebirds, Crackers, whatever, played an excellent innings. Binil, Mayur, and Karthik, as usual, these three. Surprisingly, Binil came to form at the right time. Last 2 overs, 30, 40 runs, maybe close to. So I thought we pulled the game back when Nazi took Mayur and Karthik, but Binil finished very well along with the other guy. Sorry, I forgot his name. What? Subra Roy.
Do you think it was a gamble giving Uday the penultimate over, seeing that he went for 11 runs in his first over?
So typically throughout this tournament, he has the best economy. So based on that, I would say yes, I would have still gone with Uday all day. And he did ball in the right areas. But these guys were way too good, and then they definitely scored off of it. So one cut shot, which I was not expecting, and then the cover drive. And then, of course, the only bad kind of ball was that leg side six that Shubhra picked. But other than that, it was a decent over. But again, it's a firecrackers day.
So please, I need your attention for 2 minutes.
Exactly.
Format is going
Yeah.
is that
That catch that Praveen dropped cost us 20 runs at least.
Yep.
calling out
All right, go ahead.
Partnership was worth 42 runs over the 6 balls, and Nazi beautifully brought you back.
the
But
thing
I
is
think
going
at
to
the
be like
penalty
everyone will get two
what that changed the
Yes.
from the innings. So Mayur, what are your thoughts? How did the first innings go for you?
Oh, first of all, I'm very happy with the way boys batted, right? This is our highest score in this tournament. So that puts me in a little bit of pressure too, because 85 I would have been very comfortable like giving them, because they would have been thinking, okay, 85 only we can score, but we have to play it slow. But now they'll go full-fledged. So if 2 overs stick, then we will be in trouble. So not to take anything away from there, they have firepower till 11th batsman. So it's not over till it's over. That's what I will say.
Okay, thank you both
Yeah.
captains.
Now go and do the show.
For the rest of the game, and we be pretty sure it is going to be a cracker of a game. We'll try to get in few more players and get their views about how did the first inning go. So meanwhile, we'll see the bowl out. And okay, we have. I think I can talk to Bharat Alam, who has been the veteran of Jacksonville cricket, and let us see what are his views about the first innings. Bharat, so Bharat, we are just trying to get in your expert views about the first innings. How did the first innings go, and what do you think? How is the rest of the finals going to be?
It's great game so far, and they had, I think, very competitive score. First innings was very nice, especially between Mayur and Karthik. I think that set the base. The other two played very well. I think it's above par. Let's see how well the other guy is going to play. Hopefully it's tight. Since I am supporting Chari, I don't want it to be tight. Hopefully 10 hours, match will be done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bharat, for your expert view, and I think it is going to be a cracker of a game. We are going to start our bowl out, and we have the first bowler. I don't know his name. I'm sorry, and that was a miss. So the again to give a quick recap of the bowl out. It's going to be 2 balls per each bowler, and then if you can hit the ball, the stumps. Sorry, I am a bit confused with what is going on here. And what I have heard is the second round is going to be with just one stump, and they're going to see if the bowlers can hit that stump. And we have a very good bowler of Jacksonville, and that was a leg side wide. I don't know. Sorry to just hype him. He's Manju, and I'm expecting Manju to be amongst the finalists, and that was a wide again. And that's a wide again. I don't know if the bowlers have warmed up or not, but I can see they are not even close to the stumps, and I'm just expecting at least 5 of them to go to the finals. Oh, and that's a wide again. And we have Faisal, who wants to have his view.
Guys, this is first of its kind. We have a bowl-out competition. You see the line of bowlers. So far, none of them are successful in hitting the wickets. I think we need to put 3 more here. It's orange in color. I don't know if they're able to spot it or not. Right now, it's Vijay. Oh my God, they missed it. I think. Hey, are you guys able to see the wickets? Okay, good job. Now Uday possibility, the teddy bear, is coming to ball. So guys, so we are trying something new, just for the heck of it, and then it sounds like it's fun. Look at the turnaround for this. So I'm so happy that we are doing this. Over to Vikram. Thank you.
It's Vikrant, and and yeah, we see that a lot of excitement is there amongst all the players, and we have seen a lot of crowd coming in for the finals. If I just Sami is going to bowl. If I pan out a bit, if you see, there is a lot of crowds coming in today with their families. It's a beautiful day, and I hope if you are not doing anything, just come over and enjoy this beautiful game. I think it is the pressure that is adding to the bowler's mind. And I don't know if you remember, we had just one bowl out in the international game, which was between India and Pakistan during 2007 T20 World Cup. And Dhoni had played this mastermind where he did not get his regular bowlers to bowl in the bowl out. It was Virendra Sehwag, and then I think Uthappa, Harbhajan Singh, who bowled the first 3 deliveries. And like the inside story of that was, I've seen the inside story of that was they used to practice, and they thought that there could come a game where they would have to go for a bowl out, and they were well prepared for it, and they had decided, and that is the first person who has hit the stumps, and that was the first bowler who has hit the sticks. I think the guy has qualified for the final round, and this is a new bowler. I don't know his name, sorry. Arvind, I think. And two missed deliveries. So coming back to that T20 2007 T20 match, India won that bowl out with 3-0, and it was the first three deliveries where India could hit the stumps and Pakistan missed all three deliveries. And one thing that the commentators were concentrating was that the bowlers should have their regular run up rather than just thinking to hit the ball, because that is what is going to give them that rhythm of bowling. I'm just hoping that there are few viewers that, oh, we have Vijay. I'll just come back.
Practice, practice, practice.
And this is coming from a guy who has never practiced in his life. That was Satish Mupadi for you guys. And okay, I think we should have capped the number of participants. We have a lot of people showing this excitement too. I think even they must have had this for the first time. Uh, and I see a lot of excitement here. And we have a bowler who has bowled, who has hit the wickets in the first delivery. So we're just trying to see if he can bowl the second delivery as a no. So he just till now we have three qualified bowlers who have hit the stumps once, but
Offside wide. Wide ball, not legal one.
so who the bowlers who are bowling so wide should not be given a second chance, I think.
Then Manju won't bowl, right? This way, this way.
And we have the best bowler, I think, of Jacksonville coming in, Swaroop Reddy, and he would be under pressure, I'm pretty sure, and that's
Okay,
that
ball, 6 runs.
and that shows how pressure plays on you. So uh, I really think the advice of Ian Bishop should come into play here. You should bowl with your full run up. That is how you're going to get your rhythm and may be able to hit the wickets. So I think spinners have an edge here because that is how they bowl, and they don't have much of a run up. I don't know if there are any spinners. There are wannabe spinners that are there in Jacksonville. One of them is Sriram. But let's see if he's going to be able to hit that. We have the next bowler, and that's a wide. And what if there is a bowler who is hitting both the wickets with both the deliveries? I think he is going to be the winner if he hits both the delivery. Satish, we can participate, right? I'll go at the. I'll go at the last.
Oh man, no, if we go now, everyone will be eliminated. Go. 2 balls, man.
I'll go.
Come on, guys.
Oh, that was a full toss delivery, right onto the wicket. But I'm pretty sure it is going to be very difficult. I don't know after how long these bowlers are going to bowl because it was a long break in cricket due to rains, and so I think it's. Oh, that was a. So I think the strategy of the bowlers is to bowl full and straight onto the stumps, but I don't think anyone has been successful yet to do that. I'll take a break, guys, and we'll come back when the match is live. We have Faisal, who will be doing the rest of the commentary for the bowl out.
Thank you, Vikram, for. No, I'll say Vikram. Thank you, Vicky, for doing an average job. All right, so desperate Jacksonville folks are trying to hit the wicket. Only 4 are successful so far. Oh, now even Sriram is trying.
No, he is spinner. He has highest chance.
That's it. I think people are forgetting it's orange wicket. Nice playing, Sriram. Next. Azhar, newly born kid that he has. You can see that he is rusty. Swapnil is getting pissed off now. Oh, so close. All right, now Jeet, I think, is going to bowl. Jeet also missed it. So one would think that this would have been an easy competition. Everybody would have qualified. I think barely 1% qualified.
Why don't you call Bumrah, Prem?
Hey, left side. It barely hit the stumps. Folks from North Carolina also are bowling now.
No, he didn't bowl at all.
He missed it.
అరే నార్త్ కేరళ వికెట్లు పడుకుంటాయా?
And he missed it. All right, guys. One would say this was interesting, but it's not. Nobody's hitting the wickets. Pape, encourage Pape. Mahesh Mahi spinner. He missed it too.
Highest wicket taker last season.
Last season, highest wicket taker missed it.
Throw bowler!
And he missed it.
Throw bowler!
Oh, lovely ball, yaar. Excellent bowling, Sandeep. All right, I think. Okay, guys. Let me set it here. All right, we have few more players left to go. Swapnil, piche wo dekh kya? It's a good ball, but unfortunately did not hit. Is Abhishek here? That's
Good try, Viraj bhai.
over. That's tried. Oh, Abby is trying, Mayur's wife. She's going to try next. So good luck, Abby. All right. Go, Abby! Abby! Ooh, good try. One more, Abby. You get one more chance. Oh! Go away. Nice try, nice try. Okay, done. Okay, last few remaining. Come on, guys.
Go ball.
Enkala Jushi. All right, now Satish to Satish to Satish. Too many Satishes in Jacksonville now. So close, so close. Oh, so close. Next, next. One. Two. Good one, good one, good one. Last two. Good try, Raghav. Bowling boy. Farhan potta jodo. Hard luck, Raghav. Hard luck, boy. Next. There you go, there you go. Chalo, if Arun can hit this one, he is the winner. If Arun can hit this one, he is the winner. Arun Anna. Arun. Are Varun anta malla. Oh, winner! He is the winner so far. Oh. Chalo, Karthik, come on. Come on, Karthik, you need to hit 2 minimum. Go, Karthik. Oh, Pakajar go. We don't need the second ball. ఏ విన్నర్ అరుణే కదా ఈ మళ్ళీ 2 కదా 2ని బీట్ చేస్తే ఉంటుంది ఓకే 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 సరే స్వప్నిల్ వైట్
అక్కడ ఉంటే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతారా వెనకరా
All right, nice playing with you, Swapnil. Okay, done. Move on. Go! Arun, come here. You want to thank your parents for this great opportunity?
Thanks committee for the great opportunity.
Congratulations on winning the very first inaugural bowl-out competition. How are you feeling?
Good.
You sure? Okay.
Pressurized. Whether I'll get the bowl-out opportunity or not.
Good. Hard luck on the tournament. Good luck. Good in
Thank
this,
you.
Whatever.
So that is all we have from the bowl out, and we have Arun Natarajan, who is one of the recognized bowlers of Jacksonville, winning the bowl out competition. We'll try to get in more opinions and review about the first innings. Let's see if we have few experts. Swaroop. Yeah. So I'm just trying to get in Swaroop, and let's see if he gives his opinion and reviews about the first half. So Swaroop, we just want to know about what do you think? How did the first half of the final went? Is it a good score for the finals? And what do you think Hustler's strategy should be?
It's actually a pretty good score, and I think in the last couple of overs, the way they accelerated was really great. Uh, it should be a really tough finals for the ones who are batting now. I think they have to go all in, like they have to hit big right from the starting. I mean, few players at least, all the big names. Yeah, I don't think it's unchaseable, but yeah, as both the teams are into finals, they know they've played enough, and yeah, they should be able to chase it.
Who do you think are going to be the key batsmen for Hustlers?
Uh,
We have Faisal, we have Ravi,
we,
we
I
have
think to start off with, Nazi, if he gives a good start as an opener, and then Faisal, we know his strengths, he should be able to finish it off. Venkat, and we have so many batsmen. I think they should be able to chase it down, provided they don't lose too many early wickets.
Thank you so much, Swaroop, for your time, and I won't take much of your time now. And again, thank you for your expert views and opinion about the rest of the final. If you can see, we have Swaroop again. Sorry, we have a lot of crowd that has come in to watch this finals, and thanks to JCA, that we have this absolutely awesome atmosphere today for this big final, and I'm 100% sure it is going to be a cracker of a game. Um, uh, Having Firebird scoring 119 in their first innings, and a very good batting by Mayur, Karthik, and at the end we had our DJ Binil as well as Subra, who accelerated well and at the right time to score 119. So this is the useless guy that we have in Jacksonville. I don't know how and why is he still in Jacksonville. I'm just trying to find some more experts and some more uh, uh, opinions and views about the first innings. No, no. किसी को sorry. So, yes, guys who are watching online, thank you for tuning in for this big final. If you've just joined in, we have Firebird scoring 119 for 5 at the end of 12 overs, and needing Hustlers to score 116 runs, which is going to be a steep task for two reasons. One is obviously the run rate that is going to play on their mind, and second, it's a big final, and chasing in the final has always been tricky, but we have seen how consistent Hustlers has been throughout this tournament, and we are expecting them not to go down without a fight. And I would pretty I'm pretty sure that it is going to be a good final, and Hustlers are capable of chasing this. I'm pretty sure Faisal would have a talk with their batsmen, their openers, Nazi, not to be under pressure. Just try to score as much as possible in the power play, and then they have the power hitting in the end to get to the target. We have my co-colleague and co-commentator Ashu with a lot of food and drinks with him. Cheers, cheers. I don't see anyone yet, but I'll definitely try to get in some more views and expert opinions. Uh, I can see Nazi gearing up for the opening slot. He's going to be a very important player for Hustlers in the power play, because this chase is all going to be dependent on how the start the Hustlers batsmen give. And if you see even Firebirds did not have a good, I would say, the power play, but still they were able to score at the end with the power batting that they had with Mayur, Karthik, DJ, Binil. I'm so sorry, I'm taking Binil's name along with the prefix of DJ because he's our DJ today. DJ Binks. So you can contact him for any parties. I know he has given me money for promoting his business. No, I'm just kidding. And yeah, but Binil played a really good inning, and that penultimate over of 18 runs just changed the course of the game. Like we thought, the previous over which Nazi bowled, where he took two important wickets off Mayur and Karthik in like in span of two wickets, two deliveries, and then we thought that could have changed the course of the game. But the next over, where the two new batsmen could score 18 runs, just changed the momentum and shifted the momentum um towards the Firebirds. And we have two great players of Jacksonville. I don't know if you have seen Vijay Parthipan. He used to play for 22 balls and First Coast Cricket Club, and he's back from India after 4 years. We'll try to get his opinion about the finals, as well as we have Shakti. So Shakti and Vijay, what do you think? How is the final going to be?
How is the finals going to be? It's going to be definitely an exciting game. Looking forward to watch. I think it will go till last ball, last over. Looking forward to it.
And Vijay, you must have seen a lot of change in Jacksonville cricket since the time you were last here. What do you feel about the atmosphere, about all the facilities that we have today?
I think it has definitely improved. Uh, I can see a lot of changes here, and it's definitely good for cricket going forward.
And what do you think about the finals? Whom are you favoring today?
I mean, it's very exciting to watch. I'm not favoring any team. I'm just here to enjoy cricket. That's all.
Thank you so much. Vijay.
Thank you.
It's always good to see your smiling face. And we have our co-commentator Ashu here enjoying his food, and that is how it has been throughout this day. We've been enjoying good cricket, good food, and we had a bowl out as well, and we had the winner as Arun Natarajan, who is one of the recognized bowlers of Jacksonville cricket. Over and out to Ashu.
Right. Thank you, Vicky, for seeing through the bowl out session and the start of almost the start of second innings uh, for us. Yeah, like it's been a splendid outing. You can see the weather. It's been cloudy and it's been windy, and it's a beautiful setup. It's almost like an outing if you are out with your family, kids playing around, all the members of the family enjoying a beautiful day, and this beautiful game played by one of the two good teams. So shortly you will be seeing the batsmen coming onto the pitch. It's going to be Nazi and Vishal Mehta opening for Hustlers, and we have the Firebirds team onto the center. You can see Captain Mayur adjusting the field for Firebirds. So we can see Nazi Machine from Hustlers will be taking the strike, and Vishal on the other end. So we are back with the second innings, and we see the bowler is ready to bowl his first ball. It's going to be the captain, who is going to bowl Nazi. Full toss first up. Uh, he played it towards the covers, well stopped by the fielder. Oh, second ball of the innings on down the legs. Played nicely by Nazi, but there is a fielder as the opposite team is well aware of the strong zones of Nazi. His scoring zones are just behind the wicket from the striker end. So they had a fielder there covering that zone to stop the boundary and just conceding one single. So we have the left-hander from the Hustlers. I think we have only seen this is the first left-hander in this contest. Driven down the ground, fielder covering it. So that is another dot ball from Mayur. So far, it's been a good first over. Considering the target to be chased, I think Hustlers have to do better and try going as they have the lineup, a good batting lineup. Picked away nicely to the long on fielder. It was almost a catch. He covered good ground, Benil, but wasn't able to reach the ball. So far it's been a fabulous over for Firebirds.
So we have Mayur bowling the first over, captain leading from the front, bowling in the power play. As I said before,
So we have Vicky back in the commentary box. My co-commentator.
that was a cotton ball chance which was missed by Mayur.
Yep.
So we have Mayur bowling the first over, uh, captain leading from the front. As I said before, power play is going to be very crucial for both the teams, and it is going to set the tone for the rest of the final. Hustlers will try to make most of it, and you see a very good cover drive by Nazi for 2 runs. And coming back to the power play, and at the end of first over, we have score of 5 runs.
That was a lofted cover drive from Nazi. He's been absolutely he's been in a good form. If he Vishal sticks onto the wicket till at least seventh or eighth over, I think they can get they can make this chase very interesting and a close one.
Absolutely, and I think this is going to be very crucial for the Hustlers to make most of the power play so that they don't have to catch up the run rate at the end, because this is going to be a steep chase, and in the big final, uh, definitely that 120 run mark is going to play on their mind throughout their batting in the second innings, and they would be always keeping an eye on the run rate, the required run rate. And as we see the first over being bowled just for 5 runs, uh, we are expecting the openers to try to hit more runs in the second.
Absolutely, Vicky. Oh, what a shot from Vishal. But it doesn't cover that much ground, and it's just a single for such an amazing shot.
Yeah, and lefty batsmen are always classy, and pleasing to your eye, and that was one such example by Vishal. You see him scoring runs in the offside.
Hello, bolo. Pen, pen. नहीं है. नहीं कहीं को ना पेन कहीं को ना. अरे यार ओ भाई के बातों के से फोन करते क्या कमेंट्री को.
And Nazi trying to shuffle to the offside and trying to score runs on the leg side. We have a deep square leg and a deep mid wicket, I think, as their two outside fielders. And that's a good strategy, because knowing Nazi, we know Nazi always try to hit on the leg side, where you see now as well. He tried to shuffle and score in that mid-wicket region, but bowler also up to the task, bowling full and not giving him any room to hit the ball.
Yeah, I think well over 50% of his boundaries has come behind the wicket because he's a cheeky batsman who can convert any ball into a boundary down that side. So you got to be careful with your line as he's very strong in that zone. And also talking about the run rate, so the Hustlers have already started with a run rate of 10, and with just one good over, 8 balls, the run rate has gone up to 10.7.
Again, Nazi shuffling and doing what he does the best.
What an absolute of a cracker shot that was from Nazi, hitting the ball over the square leg. I would say between the fine leg and square leg. He's pulled it over for a six. The bowler just misses the line. He's onto that middle stump and leg stump line, and he moves down to the offside of the crease and picks it over to hit an amazing six.
Absolutely, it was a very good over up till this point. Just one run of 3 balls, and then Nazi hitting him for a six. They have stationed a fielder just particularly for this shot, but Nazi clearing him very well. On the other hand, we have India playing Australia today. Australia scoring 186 runs for the loss of 7 wickets in 20. Bumrah was a bit of expensive today, giving 50 runs of his 4 overs, and again Bhuvaneshwar uh, was expensive today as well. 3 overs, 39 runs for 1 wicket. I hope India try to tighten up their bowling coming the World Cup. And talking about the batting, we have scored good runs. We got a good start. We are 134 for 2 in 13.5 overs. Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav batting really well there.
Absolutely.
And that's
What
a
a pickup
great shot.
Amazing pickup shot from Vishal. He's picked it over from the offside to hit an amazing six over mid wicket. That was an amazing shot to end the over. I think they have covered up the run rate very well after scoring two big boundaries in this over.
Definitely, this was an expensive over. 14 runs coming off that over. The first 3 deliveries just costed 1 run, and then the next 3 costed 13 runs to the Firebirds.
That is one other example that no matter how good you start your over with, there is always a chance of it going bad within two deliveries in the shorter format. So, talking about the India Australia game, it suggests when you mentioned that Bumrah was scored 50 runs of his bowling. So that tells us that even the prime bowlers of your team can be hit if you are having not so good of a day, or if the batsman has been playing amazing, or he is reading you every time you are coming down the wicket to bowl that ball. So I think that's what maybe happened with Uday for Hustlers, and also Ravi. They conceded the most boundaries from the Hustlers bowling end. Um, but yeah, absolutely, I would give kudos. I'm not taking away credit from the batsman.
And that's again a great pickup shot by Nazi towards the square leg region, and that's a boundary. Uh, so I think Hustler batsmen have come with a clear set of mind where they are going to make maximum use of this power play, and they're going to try to get as many runs as possible and score big in this first 3 overs. Again,
Again,
shuffling
an
to the
amazing
offside,
shot.
and
What a
that's
pickup
a
shot from
pickup.
Nazi. The bowler is not learning from his mistakes. That if you bowl the ball down the leg side, somewhere near around the leg stump or middle stump, he's gonna shuffle and hit you over again and again, 10 out of 10 times. That was Nazi's strong shot. So he's been doing that all over the tournament, and he's been amazing with it.
And as I told you, we talked about this at the beginning. Like hustlers are not going to go down without a fight, and they have shown it in the first 3 overs, where Nazi is just scoring at a quick rate, 10 runs, 20 runs out of 10 balls at a strike rate of 200, where he scored two sixes, two big sixes on the leg side and one boundary. Binil is a very experienced bowler. I know he will come back and try to make this not a bigger over. Oh,
What
that's a
an
beautiful
amazing
catch.
catch that was from Jeet, diving in front. Nazi is the offside ball, and as you can see, he's very furious. And that was probably the fielder's wicket as he dove in front with all his length, and he took the catch.
It was intelligent ball by Binil. If you see, he bowled full and wide outside the off stump. Nazi in his flow trying to hit it over the covers, managed to just slice the ball in the air, and the fielder on the short third man taking a diving catch. And that is what we are expecting from this finals. Great batting, great bowling, and great fielding at the same time. We could see Nazi was frustrated with that shot.
Absolutely, the intent is clear from both the ends. Whatever happened throughout the tournament, the Firebirds have shown, and the Hustlers have shown, wouldn't matter if they won't give their best in this final amazing match. So it seems that they are coming down with their 110% to outperform each other and take that championship and the trophy away from each other.
Absolutely, both teams have been very consistent throughout the tournament, and that is why we see them in the finals. Hustlers were great in the league stages as well as in the first qualifier where they beat Firebirds, and then Firebirds again coming back beating the Vikings in the eliminator too, and making the finals. I would say that best two teams of the league made the finals.
Yes, they've shown their blood and their flying colors throughout the tournament.
Benil coming again to Venkat. Venkat is a very technically correct batsman, and you see that even now. He just came in very calm headed, right on top of the ball, single, and the covers region.
That's yet another batsman from Hustlers who knows how to pace his innings, how to build his innings, when to take the strike for hitting those big hits and scoring boundaries, and when to rotate and defend the wicket. So he's a smart player. He's a good thinker of this game, and I hope to see a good innings from him to take Hustlers deep in this match.
Oh, that was a short ball, and there's a fielder
Picked
there,
up.
but it was short
Oh,
of him.
I think he
Uh,
missed it in the sun. He lost that completely in the sun and conceding the boundary, going for a catch.
and that was an awkward bounce for the fielder as well. And I'm absolutely, you're correct that I think he missed that ball in the sunlight and was not able to side the ball. And when he saw the ball was at a very awkward bounce. And at the end of 3 overs, Hustlers are 34 for 1, going at a rate of 11.3, where the required run rate is 9.6.
Well, with a target of 120, I don't think they can lift their step from the accelerator to pace the innings in a slower way. They have to take their chances. They have to score a boundary every over, if not two, to get there comfortably. I think anything around 30, 25 runs in the last 2 overs is something that Hustlers should look into. Because other than that, it's going to get really difficult as Firebirds have a decent, more than a decent bowling lineup.
Yeah, and at the end of the first power play, I think of the two captains, Hustlers captain would be the happier one. I think they would have targeted something around 30 35 runs in the first 3 overs and not losing many wickets. And we can see they have just lost 1 wicket at the end of 3 overs. And I'm pretty sure Firebirds captain would have expected them to score less and take more wickets. But yeah, that is cricket.
Yes, Vicky. So if you remember that Firebirds scored less than half the runs of the Hustlers. That is, they scored just 15 runs in their first in their power play, and they went on to score the remaining 90, 104, 114 runs or 104. Yeah, 104. I'm getting my math a little confused because I'm away from my studying days.
Well, absolutely fine. But yeah, but while chasing, it is always good to have a start so that you can build up at the end, because while chasing, you're always under the pressure of required run rate, and you always keep an eye to keep it under 10, so that even at the end, if you require 30 runs of 3 balls, that would be gettable.
Yes, absolutely. And off the topic and off the game, shout out to cricket, cricket clubs for giving us a platform like the small uh, tournament organizers to telecast and stream their games with the help of them. You see the amazing scoreboard, the live scoreboard ticking is all courtesy to cricket clubs.
And this development has been in the last couple of years, where we are live streaming our finals and most more important games. Previously, I think it was Mayur who started this, but it was just he was capturing his own games, but not the finals and stuff. But now we have the live score with the live stream as well. So yeah, thanks to cricket clubs.
Yes, so coming down to our game, the scintillating final between Firebirds and Hustlers. We have the power play done, and the next bowler that is going to bowl the fourth over of the innings is going to be Karthik Krishnan, an amazing all-rounder for Firebirds. They are also missing out on another all-rounder, Chaitanya Kondapalli, from their team. So, that's a huge, missing out for the Firebirds.
Definitely a setback for the Firebirds. Chaitanya has been a very consistent player all throughout other leagues as well, and even in the BCPL. So let us see. We are in. We are out of the power play, and we can see they have deep extra cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, and a deep square leg, which is a conventional field outside the power play. I think the Firebirds captain has thought of this to be the way to go in the next 9 overs.
Yes, Vicky, you can see Karthik, he's still sticking to his basics, still sticking to good line and length, even though the batsmen have been batting at a good rate and hitting the boundaries, and they know that the runs can be scored off the length balls, but he's still going for it because that shows the intent is that even The good balls, they can be hit for sure, but the good balls are the only balls that can get you wickets if you're not getting lucky around.
We are sorry for the shaky stream because there is a wind that is blowing from east to west. Yeah, go ahead. So we have the left-hander Vishal Mehta who has scored 12 runs off 5 balls with a boundary and a 6, scoring at a strike rate of 240 on strike. And we have Karthik Krishnan bowling his third delivery of the over. So it's 35 for 1 at the end of 3.2 overs, and that's a big wide on the leg side. And this is always a difficulty for a bowler to bowl at a right hand and a right left hand combination.
Yeah, I was about to mention that point, Vicky, that when you have a left and right combination, the bowler has to consistently adjust the line and length. That was a bad delivery on the leg side, picked away nicely by Vishal for an amazing shot, and he
Yeah,
gets 4 runs.
yeah, that was a poor delivery. It was on the leg side and it was asked to be hit, and batsman doing the same thing.
Had it been a right-hander, it would have been an amazing delivery for a right-hander. But that's the advantage of having a left and right combination in your batting lineup.
Yeah, and I think hustlers would have that in their mind as well, like to keep a left hand right hand combination going on for now. And Karthik trying to get his line correct, but missing. Oh, that was a good ball on the stumps, full straight after being hit for a boundary. That was a good comeback by Karthik.
Yes, and as viewers, we are lucky that both the teams are showing up to their 100% and giving us a beautiful show. That it's not going to be an easy win for either of the teams. And oh, very good ball.
Yes, like talking about the standard of cricket today, like it has been a very good finals up till this point. We have seen both the teams not giving away anything to each other, and during Firebirds innings, if you see there was a very great over by Nazi, picking up 2 wickets in the span of 2 deliveries, and then again Firebirds coming back and scoring some 30 runs in the last 2 overs to get their score to 120. At the end of 4 overs, Hustlers are 40 for 1, going at the rate of 10 runs per over, and the required run rate is also 10. They require 80 runs of 8 overs with 9 wickets at hand. So I'll say that the match is perfectly balanced at this moment, where Hustlers have not lost a lot of wickets and they have been scoring at a very good run rate, and both these batsmen trying to settle in and then go for big hits. We see Vishal Mehta scoring at a strike rate of 177. He's 16 runs off 9 balls. And we have the ever experienced Satish Bolampally bowling the 5th over. I think that was a loosener, bowling a full toss ball and batsman making most of it. He just flicked it on the leg side, and that was 2 runs for the Hustlers.
I think I think the batsmen have to do better and score off of these deliveries because they are, in a final and in a knockout game, the bowling side is never going to give you more bad deliveries all the time. So you'll have to really convert these full tosses and bad deliveries into the boundaries. and not just nudging them away for a single or two. And you maybe try to find the gaps, convert those singles into twos. It's difficult to convert those twos into threes due to this weather and also the field size. But yeah, that's something that the batsmen have to keep in their mind.
I second that. Like hustlers have to uh, put away the bad deliveries because Firebirds have a good bowling lineup. Like Satish Bolampally, we call him the magic hand. You'll always see him taking wickets for his team, may it be Jaguars or any other team that he plays for. Satish has been the wicket-taking bowler for that team, and he has always tried to uh, be consistent with his line and length, not giving away any pace to the batsman, giving away any uh, to the batsman, and that was a full toss again by Satish, and we'll
Uh,
wait for the umpire's signal. It is signaled a no ball, and that is going to be a free hit. Satish is missing his line and length. I don't know, maybe he has not warmed up properly till now, and it has already been 5 runs of his 4 balls.
okay, so I hope that Venkat tries and converts this free hit and changes the flow uh, and gets his confidence on his batting by scoring a boundary of this ball. Uh, that was really a poor delivery from Satish. Usually a good bowler who's consistent with his line and length.
So Venkat lining up for this free hit. And that was a
And
full toss again, and it was hit
he's
beautifully in
picked
the
it
deep mid
beautifully.
wicket region for a 6. So Venkat making most of this free hit delivery, and you can see Hustlers moving on very well at the run rate of 11 runs per over, 4.4 overs, 45 runs for 1 wicket.
Absolutely. That was a very good shot from Venkat. That can change the course of the innings because once we know that if he can get going, he'll really take the match away from you.
That was a good delivery by Satish. This is what he's known for, his line and length and his consistency, not giving away any pace to the batsman. But yeah, that this has been an expensive over. 11 runs coming from that over, and Hustlers are 51 for 1, on track for the target. 69 runs required in 7 overs with 9 wickets in hand, and they have a powerful batting lineup that would be coming in at the end.
Yes, absolutely. We are all set for an amazing final. We have someone coming down from the Hustlers, passing on a message uh, that I think it is going to be to keep up the same scoring rate and try to go for that those shots for and target the bowlers who are struggling with their line and length.
Yeah, I think I don't feel that Hustlers have to change anything. They have been up with the required run rate all the time. They have managed to keep the required run rate under 10 for the last 5 overs, and we hope that they continue to do so and keep the Firebirds bowlers under pressure. I'm 100% sure that Mayur would be thinking about all his options that he has and thinking about the death overs as well. I'm pretty sure, is going to bowl the his quota of 3 overs, and then we'll have to wait and watch who's going to be the other bowler who's going to bowl 3 overs. So I feel that uh, with Chaitanya Kondapalli not there, Mayur is going to feel a one less bowler for this finals, and it's going to be an interesting finish to this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think there is a huge difference when you have a go-to bowler, a frontline bowler.
You have Karthik coming in again, and again the left and right hand
That
combination
was
causing an issue to the bowler, and it was bull shot and on the leg side. Vishal making most use of it and hitting it for a 6.
as I've mentioned that this left-hander can really score runs quickly with elegance and also with all his power.
Okay. That's okay. So that was Jagdish coming and telling us that
Biryani tips.
yeah, if you wait till the end, you won't get any chicken pieces. It is only the rice that is going to be left over. So yeah, coming back to the game, Hustlers have been on all over the Firebirds bowlers, scoring at a brisk rate of 11 runs per over. 57 for 1 at the end of 5.1 overs. Vishal Mehta scoring the bulk of it. 23 of 13 balls at the strike rate of 176, scoring 2 boundaries and 2 sixes. And I'm pretty sure that was a good shot on the offside,
Well
straight to the
stopped by
fielder.
the fielder. That was a good stop by Shubhra. And coming to the chat, we have Bomma Reddy Venkata wishing all the best to the teams, and also we have Ram Counter, who's suggesting it's a good change in the commentary box. He says we are doing a good job. Thank you, Mr. Ram, for that. Ooh.
And that was again a full toss delivery. Umpire has signaled it a no ball, and it's a free hit again. So Karthik is under pressure. We can see that with the left hand right hand combination, and with going for a 6 runs of the very first ball. He is missing his line and length as well here, and Vishal Mehta is making most of that deliveries.
I mean, absolutely in these crucial chases.
That was again a full toss, and it was picked up very
beautifully over the mid-wicket boundary. That is probably one of the biggest sixes of the match. They're contending top with Mayur there, and he has picked it beautifully. Both the batsmen have utilized their free hit attempts to the maximum. This is absolute counter batting from Hustlers. They have been really on the top of their batting and getting the good of the bowlers of Firebirds.
Yeah, this is absolute carnage by Vishal Mehta, 29 of 16 balls, and I'm sure this is going to hurt Firebirds a lot. There were 2 sixes that was scored off the free hits that were given by the Firebirds bowler, and Hustler batsman making use of both the free hit deliveries and scoring 12 runs of the 2 free hits. Coming back to the score, we have 65 runs for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 5.3 overs, and cruising along well. The Hustlers batsmen require 55 runs in 6.3 overs with 9 wickets in hand.
That was a quick single. Went for an overthrow. They are going for that second run. There could be chance of a run out on the non-striker and had a bad bounce. That was a good steal, a risky steal from Hustlers, but it turned in their favor.
I think along with the bowlers, even the fielders of Firebirds are under a pressure. This was not needed at all with all the no balls and free hits that they're giving. This is the last thing that the captain would expect from them in the fielding, giving an overthrow. And
also, considering that Hustlers have fielded in their first innings, they are still running those quick singles and risky twos with an amazing pace. That is absolutely commendable on the fitness levels these players are showing, even though they work around on a busy schedule during the weekdays and just have the weekends to them.
yeah, this has been very sensible by both these batsmen, where they're just not concentrating on the big hits. If you see, they are just try to score 1 or 2 boundaries in an over, and then try to run hard between the wickets and take those ones and twos and make it a big over, a 10 over 12 runs over, which is what their required run rate is. And if you see now, the required run rate has come down to 8.6 runs per over, which is 53 runs of 6.1 overs, the last ball of this over. And again, a full toss. This has been an expensive over by Karthik. Already, it's an over 16 runs, 17 runs coming from that over, and Hustlers are 68 for 1 at the end of 6 overs.
Absolutely. It's been a very poor over considering the standards of his bowling. Karthik has always been on to his mark. It is amazing and fascinating that Hustlers have managed to lower their run rate below 9 in such a high chase. We have a short break now, and we'll continue the innings in a couple of minutes.
If you're watching the finals here and you have missed the India-Australia game, just to update with the score, India need 14 runs in 9 balls, and you can see Virat Kohli scoring 54 of 43 balls, and yet again he's showing his class. And again, Surya Kumar Yadav also scored at a brisk rate of 191 and scoring 69 of 36 balls. So yeah, India on course on winning that game, and again the series as well, beating Australia 2-1. Let's see how the next 8 balls go there.
Absolutely. Just when you think that there is nothing more a player can or a batsman can show in the shorter format, you have players like Surya Kumar Yadav stepping in and showing what else can be done, and how else can the runs be scored in a fancy manner to keep this format going and get it more entertaining.
Yeah, and as nicknamed Surya Kumar as the new 360-degree player, he has been showing that time and again, playing for India and scoring very well.
Yep, with that retirement of the Mr. 360, AB de Villiers, I think he is keen enough and good enough to take the title.
So we resuming with the game. We have the 7th over and the captain coming back on, and that was a good delivery. Pace on the ball, hustling the batsman who is already well settled, has his eye in, and I think they have to start again with the break. It can be easy for the batsman to lose the concentration and giving away a wicket. We have seen in the IPL as well, whenever there is a strategic timeout, we see a wicket, and that was very close to the outside edge. I think Mayur is saying to his fielders and the bowlers, this is how you do it. He's leading from the front, and we are expecting a cracker of a game.
So full toss. Oh, that was amazingly fielded by the fielder on the short mid wicket, helping the captain. That's how you can back your ballers when nobody is expecting you to stop that ball, and you put in effort, and stop the ball, and that boosts up the confidence of the bowler. And talking about Mayur's bowling, he's been good throughout the tournament, and also with the height, he generates a lot of pace and bounce.
Yeah, it is usually like he's 6'7", and when he's bowling, I think it should be around 6.5 feet where the ball is coming. So batsman is always going to find it difficult to uh, when the ball is above his eye line and then coming it from such a big height. And Mayur is always known for those short of length deliveries. He always try to bowl short and with pace, and you'll see always the batsman getting hustled during his bowling. So the scoreboard is at 70 for 1. There is one more dot ball. Mayur has been the pick of the bowler till now, bowling 2 overs, like one out of his 11 deliveries till now. He has just given away 7 runs at an economy rate of 3.8. That's been great bowling. Leading from the front, showing his players. Oh, that was a good delivery again. And just a single.
So when you see the scorecard and you see the other bowlers conceding 15 runs every over, this man has come up and just given 8 runs off his 2 overs. So that really shows you how he's making the wicket behave in the completely opposite way as the others are doing it. So it's an absolute all-round performance from Mayur.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is going to be his last over that is going to be crucial for this chase. And we hope Mayur stands up for the task and we win it. I'm not able to concentrate if you talk, okay? I'm seeing here. So we have a brief break between the overs. The score is 71 for 1 wicket. So one good thing for Hustlers is that they have 9 wickets in hand. Even though the required run rate is close to 10 runs, but that 9 wickets in hand is going to be gold dust at the death overs, and we hope that this match goes down the wire and we see a cracker of a game today. Talking about Hustler batting lineup, we saw Nazi scoring at a very good run rate in the first power play. He scored 20 off 12 balls. Vishal Mehta continuing his form, and he's there since the start. He's on the score of 34 runs from 24 balls, and then Venkat joining him, 12 runs of 8 balls, and he has been bowling. He has been batting really well, giving a good company to the aggressor Vishal Mehta.
Well, that's what you expect when you're chasing high totals, right? You want your top 3 batsmen to deliver at a good pace, at the pace of the required run rate to keep you in the game. If your top 3 batsmen are doing good, then the chase is really comfortable for the batsmen coming down the line because they have less pressure. They can, go clear while they're hitting the ball and chasing down the target. So, what do you think that Hustlers should aim for their last 3 overs?
Anything around 10 runs per over, they should be comfortable with because they have so many wickets in hand. So, 3 overs, 30 runs is what their target would be, and they would try to keep it to that. And yeah, to your point, so Hustlers have been really good with their batting. They had a great start, and even after that, they're continuing with a good run rate, and they have kept the required run rate in check always.
So, we've been having 2 absolutely close encounters, whereas India versus Australia going on, where 4 runs are required of the last 3 balls. And here you have mere 50 runs required from the last 5 overs. So it's it's a close encounter. You couldn't ask for a better cricketing Sunday.
Yes, absolutely. It's 5 runs of 2 balls. I'm pretty sure India is going to get over the line with the 2 batsmen that we have. Coming back to this game, so Firebirds have tried to put in some breaks to the scoring rate, and they are successful. Uh, Having said that, that's a beautiful shot by Venkat, scoring a
What
boundary after a long time, and it's 6 over deep mid wicket.
what an amazing pickup shot! What an amazing shot from Venkat.
And India wins.
We have news coming down from Hyderabad that India have won the third T20. After losing their first game with Australia, they have won the remaining two matches to clinch the series. It was an amazing chase uh, anchored by Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav, with Hardik Pandya coming down and finishing it for Team India and getting that scintillating win.
So I can understand Mayur going back to his experienced bowler Binil, who was hit for a lot of runs in his first over, but he backing his bowlers and hoping that they'll put a break on the strike rate. But they have not managed to do it yet. Apart from Mayur, everyone has gone for economy of more than 10 runs, and that is how that shows how Hustlers batsmen have been good till now and the way they are scoring.
Definitely, because both the captains, either it be Mayur or Faisal, they are calm and cool-headed. They always back their bowlers. They always back their teammates. That's one of the main reason they have made it so far in the tournament, because they have trusted every player they have had in the team from the start of the auction. They knew what players to pick, who to pick, and how to form their team to get to the finals.
Oh, that was a good delivery outside off stump and a quick single by both these batsmen. That is what this has been the hallmark of their batting, where they're just not concentrating on big hits. They have managed to take all these cheeky singles and 2 runs time and again, and that is what has helped them to keep up the good run rate.
Definitely. So I think Hustlers definitely know that Mayur still has 1 over left. So keeping his over aside, they are looking at the other 3 overs mostly to target. I think that's what their strategy is.
And that's a wide delivery. That was a poor delivery by Binil under the circumstances where they have to restrict the batsman scoring as less as possible. Giving away an extra is a crime at this point.
Star bowler of the knockouts.
Oh, that was a good delivery. So, coming back, that was a good comeback by Binil. And at the end of 8 overs, Hustlers are 81 for 1.
Well, they are going according to the run rate, so they have to score 40 runs of their last 4 overs. So if they score maybe 7 to 8 runs of Mayur's over somehow, they can really target the other 3 overs for almost 33 runs, which is not a big of a deal if you have so many wickets remaining. And with the way Vishal and Venkat are batting, I think there is a possibility that the other batsmen might not have to leave the dugout for this match to end.
Absolutely. And I'm pretty sure Mayur's thinking hat is on now. He must be thinking, he must be doing all his permutations and combinations as to who has to bowl this over, because this is going to be a crucial over where Hustlers need 39 runs of 4 overs. If they are able to give anything less than 10 runs in this over, that is going to put a pressure in the last 3 overs, where if they would need more than 10 runs, it's going to be a 50-50 game.
I wouldn't be surprised if this game would go down to the last delivery, where both the teams are playing all the 12 overs to know the result. So it's going to be a really amazing last quarter of this whole tournament and the last game of the tournament. So I would expect all the viewers to keep close to their screens and expect amazing action from both the teams.
Yes, till now, as promised, this game has been absolutely stunning. We have both the teams fighting it hard, both in batting and bowling, as well as fielding. We have seen some good catches, good ground fielding by both the teams, and it has come to the last 4 overs, where Hustlers are on course with required run rate of 9.8 runs. So and the new bowler is Arvind Jain, who has given 14 runs of his previous over. And that was up in the air for a bit, and the bowler was hoping that somebody would catch it, but it fell short of the fielder in no man's land.
Well fielded by Revant. Usually such balls spin away from you and you might consider an extra run, but he was careful of it. And talking about the this whole match, I mean, it's really fascinating to see that especially the side of hustlers, that even after a break they have still kept up their concentration and been hitting. Whereas if you remember from the first innings when Karthik Krishnan was injured,
And that after
he
a
juggled it,
2-3 juggles,
he kept us on the edge of the seats, but he finally took the catch. The veteran keeper from Jacksonville, Mr. Bala, has taken a catch to dismiss Venkat, who's played a fabulous innings.
and that this is going to be an important wicket for Firebirds. This can change the game, and it was a much needed wicket. As you see, this partnership was going well. It was turning out to be dangerous for Firebirds, and Arvind Jain coming in and picking up the wicket.
So we see the captain of Hustlers coming onto the center of the field. Both the captains not shying away from leading from the front. He's come down, taken the bat, and been announcing that, okay, I'm not afraid to finish this innings or take one for the team and take us over the line.
And Firebirds would be expecting a lot of fireworks from the opposite captain. We know how Faisal can be dangerous in this kind of situation where he knows now the required run rate is 10 runs, and he just has to throw his bat at everything that is coming, and we don't expect him to take those singles and doubles, and that is why he has come in at this stage. Even a quick fire 20 from him would make sure that Hustlers go home with a win.
Definitely. As you can see, he can muscle the ball over the leg side with ease if it is in his zone. So you can see the captain of Firebirds setting his field where he has four fielders, patrolling the boundary line, and he has one fielder on the off. He has long on inside to mid off, long off inside to mid off.
And that's in the air.
Both the fielders are running for the catch.
And that's a drop. It can be a costly drop, I'm pretty sure.
Well, if you drop, you've seen what happened in the first innings when Mayur's catch was dropped. He went on to score 20 runs, which was game changing. It can cost Firebirds the match.
I hope that doesn't happen, but we know how dangerous of a batsman Faisal is. So more importantly, this catch was that much risky to drop, and I think this is going to be crucial in this game.
Goes for an appeal to the umpire. Umpire hasn't given a wide, so it must have caught something while going to the keeper. I think it was his leg.
That was a confident appeal by the bowler. I think it hit his t-shirt and not the bat, and that's why umpire not giving him out rightly so. But I'm pretty sure this is what we are seeing from Faisal. He's going to try to hit every ball, shuffling in on the offside, trying to get in the line of the ball and trying to hit it on the leg side.
Definitely.
Again.
See, you can see what this batsman can do. Doesn't matter who the bowler is. If it is in his zone, he's clearing the boundary. Probably the audience, and you can call it a 12-run shot.
So the over was good up till now, where just 3 runs came out of 4 balls. But now with this 6, they've already scored 9 runs of this over. They just need 30 from 3.1, and as we rightly predicted, it is going to be around 10 runs per over in the last 3 overs. Hopefully, let's see how this last ball of the 8th over goes.
Absolutely. Oh, it was there to be hit, but the fielder covered it. I think he covered it. Oh, it went for a boundary.
Oh, that's absolutely shocking. I don't know.
That was a boundary. I think the fielder would have covered it, but I don't know. He struggled for some reason. So Faisal has scored 10 runs of just 2 balls after that drop catch. So you're, uh, you're in difficulty when you let down a catch of a strike, hitting batsman.
Already it has turned out to be costly till now. That catch drop where Faisal has scored 10 runs of 2 balls and keeping up to his reputation of big hitting. Faisal is off. Faisal is 12 runs of 4 balls with 1 boundary and 1 6, scoring at a strike rate of 300. Yeah, so this 3 overs are going to be crucial, and rightly so. If you can see, captain having a short meeting with his players, trying to cheer them up, trying to get them back on their toes, so that they fight back in this last 3 overs.
Yeah, the game is nicely poised. You have 26 runs required of the last 3 overs. These days, doesn't matter what league it is. The standards are pretty high in chasing and big hitting in the last over. So, if I'm predicting it right, with 8 wickets they have, it should be a very comfortable chase for Hustlers. But if the captain of Firebirds pulls out a trick in the last overs, it might change in favor of Firebirds.
Yeah, up till now, Hustlers batsmen have beautifully kept bat like the required run rate under check and have batted really well. Vishal Mehta scoring the bulk of it, 37 of 27, and he has been the key batsman for Hustlers. And this is going to be a very important over for Firebirds. And if Satish manages to keep anything around 6 runs of this over, it's going to be tough for the last 2 overs, because Mayur has 1 over left up till now, and that is going to be a crucial over.
I mean, definitely, it's difficult to take a single now. At least a quick single, because we have Faisal on the non-striker end, who's a little okay. There has been a mix-up. The fielders are appealing for a run out for Vishal, who was still in the crease. So umpire has given it a not out. So you have 2 dot balls in the last third over of the innings. And still 26 required of the last 16 balls. So far, it's been 2 good deliveries to the set batsman. Oh, smashed down the ground by Vishal, covered nicely by the captain of Firebirds, Mayur. Kept it down to single. Now this is going to be an interesting matchup, as we have Satish Bolimpally from Raiders and Faisal. They both play for the same team, so he might know his go-to balls and his go-to deliveries, whereas Satish must also be knowing what are the strong zones of Faisal and where he can bowl, so that he doesn't get under the ball to clear the boundary.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup now. And if you see, Satish has bowled this over really well, just giving away 1 run off last 3 balls. And I'm loving the fact that Mayur is taking his time to set the field and not rushing the bowler as well as the fielders. That's a good shot.
That's smashed into the gap. Well fielded by the fielder, which is Karthik.
Yeah, that was absolutely great fielding by Karthik, keeping just the batsman to a single. And
It was going at a good pace, the ball.
even I thought it could have been a boundary because it was hit in the gap. Again, so this difficulty is always going to be there for the Firebirds, where a left-handed batsman is coming on strike and they have to change the field.
Oh, this just 2 runs scored of the 4 balls of Satish's overs after he's conceded 10 runs in the first over. So that's. And just when I mentioned that, it's going to be a single. the gap.
This was going to be a very crucial over, and Satish has managed to keep it under the check, just giving away 3 runs of 5 balls. And we expected him to do this, bringing in all his experience and bowling a great over in a very crucial point of the game. Mayur would be really happy with what Satish is doing currently, and he must be expecting that he finishes really well. And anything less than a boundary here would be a very great over with Mayur's 1 over to go.
Absolutely. How many times that we've seen that last ball of a good over changes a good over into a very bad over considering the stage.
Oh, that was a full toss, and again the same fielder, and it is over his head. It's a boundary. So Faisal having the last laugh in this over, scoring a boundary of the last ball, and that turned out to make
Yeah,
the over a big costly. 7 runs coming off that over. Mayur was expecting that last ball to be less than a boundary, but Faisal,
like I mentioned, it takes a delivery to change that amazing over into a below average over. But considering that the bowling lineup Firebird has, that was still a decent over as it's in the pressure situation and the batsmen have been scoring at a good pace. He conceded only 7 runs, which is less than the current run rate.
yeah, absolutely. And if you see, it has been neck to neck. Even now, they did 19 runs off 2 overs, so they have been able to keep that run rate at 10 runs per over all through this entire innings of 9 overs. And we have Mayur bowling his last over. He has been absolutely brilliant in this finals, scoring with his bat and then bowling really well today. Out of his 2 overs, he has just given away 8 runs, where all the other bowlers have gone over 10 runs per over.
Yes, absolutely. The penultimate over is bowled by the front line bowler, who's the captain, uh, and if he manages to uh, just give away anything around 6 runs, that would be amazing for the final over because it'll be difficult considering the pressure situation as it's a big game and you are losing a lot your whole process and your whole hard work throughout the past 1 month and 45 days and so many matches being played. It will come down to that one single over.
Whatever would be the result of this game, but I hope all our viewers had great fun, and it is an absolutely cracker of a game, worthy of a final. Both the teams going head to head, and till now it has been like both of the teams have not given up on anything. And you see, they've made 19 runs off the last 2 overs with 8 wickets in hand. Faisal, who we expected him to do this, come in, do a little cameo. He is 17 off 6 balls. This over is going to be crucial. Mayur running in, bowling a very good length, again short of length delivery, and this is what we expect from Mayur. Pace, short of length deliveries, outside off stump, hustling the batsman, not giving anything to the batsman.
Absolutely, with that pace, if you hit that length and the height, the ball is gonna rise diagonally onto the batsman. He is edged it, fielded nicely, taking an attempt at the stumps. It would have been out by a mile had the fielder hit it, but he missed. We are up for another interesting matchup, captain against captain.
Oh yeah, we have the two captains facing and going against each other. We know how Faisal is good runner, and we saw an example of that there, where the fielder had a chance even though he fumbled the ball. So Mayur trying to set his field right for Faisal. We know what Faisal's plan are. He's going to shuffle, get onto the off stump, and try to hit him on the leg side. Let's see if Mayur can change his line and length for Faisal.
That was swing amazingly by the batsman, but well stopped by Jeet for just a single. It was there to be hit, but Faisal missed out on the opportunity. So far in this contest, we see Mayur winning the one-on-one battle between the captains.
Yeah, absolutely. And this last three deliveries, let's see how Mayur is going to go with that, because the left and right hand combination again is going to play on his mind. Oh, that's a good ball and
It
good
was
shot.
picked up amazingly by.
Long on filter coming in and comfortably fielding it. And a good throw by Binil. We have just 3 runs coming off this penultimate over as of yet. I am hoping, or I feel, I'm getting kind of feel where Faisal and Vishal are trying to just see away Mayur, and they are, I think, confident of scoring even 15 runs of the last over.
I mean, if
Mayur taking his time, and rightly so. That was a good
oh,
delivery again by Mayur. So
he,
Mayur is having absolutely great final today, both with bat and now with the ball. If you see his economy rate of 3.9 tells how outstandingly he has bowled today, and he has been the pick of the bowlers for Firebirds, and he's the only person who has gone below 10 runs per over and delivering in. And again, if you see,
that was a fabulous over from Mayur. He just considered 3 runs of the penultimate over, giving just the final bowler a good cushion of 16 runs to defend in the final over. They have that bowling attack at the bowlers who can actually uh, defend the 16-run mark.
so we have 16 runs in the final over required, and as promised, this went to the wire, and it is going to be a cracker of a game now. We are hoping. We're just trying to take care of some technical things. Just give us a minute. But if we put the charging, right?
Yeah, you cannot hear, right?
Yeah.
Charging entundi. We'll switch the phone after the innings is over. But we have to. How much is the charging?
Video, right? It runs out.
Where do you see battery? 19%. I think
yeah,
we should be.
90% is
We should be over final.
We'll switch after the final over.
The Firebirds team having a small team meeting. We see the Firebirds team having a small team meeting, discussing their final plans and what they want to do in this last 6 balls. Who is going to bowl that crucial over of 6 balls? And it is going to be absolutely amazing to watch this last 6 balls. Both the batsmen are set. Vishal Mehta 41 of 34 balls, Faisal 18 of 9 balls. Both capable of doing this, and with the way they were batting against Mayur, I think they were very confident that they were targeting around 15-16 runs in the last over, so that they didn't want to lose any wicket at that point of time, and they just saw off Mayur in the penultimate over.
Yes, Vicky. So it's a difficult task, but both the batsmen are capable. Like you've mentioned, we'll probably have. I think it is going to be Binil bowling the last over to defend 16 runs. All he has to do is look for 4 good deliveries and legal deliveries. He can make sure that his team is over the line. But 4 deliveries in the final over with 2 good batsmen, it's a difficult task.
We can see the Firebirds captain giving his last minute talk to all his fielders and cheering them. This is going to be the make and break over for both the teams, and both the teams having an eye on that Champions Trophy of BCPL would want to win this at any cost.
What an amazing tournament this has been. 120 players, 8 teams, 8 owners, auctioning, coming down, playing all the matches traveling from different places and coming down and playing the tournament, giving their best for the team and qualifying for the playoffs. And it has come down to the last over, where 16 runs are required, where the best of the 30 players out of 120 are facing each other to see who can take the trophy away.
And what more can we ask from a final where we see both the teams, like a high scoring game, both the teams batting really well. And that's a good shot in the deep mid wicket region, and that's a boundary. A good start to the over. That is what
Vishal.
Hustlers would have wanted. Boundary of the first ball, 12 runs required of the last 5 deliveries, and it was an amazing shot by Vishal. Vishal has been amazing today. He is on 45 runs off 35 balls, and he has steadied the ships.
Yes,
from
what
the
an
start.
absolute innings, what an absolute match. A game and a contest it has been. Both the teams scoring high runs, and let's go for the fifth penultimate ball.
Oh, that's a
It's been
wide.
call of a wide. It was a close call. The batsman didn't move, but in such situations, you really cannot afford to bowl a wide ball on an extra ball because it can cause huge damage, and you might end up, uh, 1 run short because of that extra.
I'm pretty sure umpire would have been under pressure there to give it a wide or no, since it was a very crucial delivery. Again, a good ball by Binil on the offside, not giving away anything, and that was just a single. Um,
Lucky for him, the ball hit some deviation on the pitch and it diverted. So they've scored 6 runs off 2 balls. So that will be 10 runs required of the last 4 balls.
And just to let you know the excitement of this finals, both the commentators are also off their seat. We can see all the spectators here, no one sitting around. Everyone excited for this last 4 balls. And we know what Faisal can do. He has stayed up to his reputation till now, scoring 18 runs of 9 balls. And he would want to see his team home.
Absolutely, what a contest it has been. You can see Mayur and the senior players of the team for Firebirds adjusting the field, understanding where is the possibility of him scoring his runs so that they can defend their total. So right now we have 4 fielders on the leg side. We have a square leg. Uh, we have a deep square leg actually. We have a mid wicket, and we have a fine leg. I would say a square or fine leg and a long on fielder, and one fielder on the offside.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
an interesting field by Mayur. I know Faisal is a very strong batsman, so he has 5 fielders on the leg side with one inside the circle, rest 4 outside the circle. And that's a great shot by Faisal on the offside where there's no fielder. Ball landing in no man's land.
He's running for that risky two. They are going at his hand. He's struggling. I think he's pulled up his leg, but that was an amazing effort. He's giving his 100% for the team, risking an injury. Uh, Even though we know that he is not that swiftest of the runners.
So
So we need so here with that 2D, Hustlers need 8 runs off the 3 balls.
So Faisal trying to hit on the offside where there is no fielder. Mayur asking him to do that with having 4 fielders, having a deep square leg, a deep mid wicket, a square leg, as well as a long on, and then he has a deep extra point. So that is what the plan is now from the Firebirds, asking Faisal to do what he's not comfortable of, asking him to hit in on the offside.
Yes, absolutely. Kudos to the bowler who's bowled to his field so far, except for the first ball where it was an amazing shot. But yeah, they're making it difficult for the Hustlers to get these runs if they want to. Uh, that shows that they are in for it 100%, and even though He's a big hitter. They want him to run and get those runs in a hard way.
Absolutely, and we have a break in the middle because Faisal pulled out his muscle while going for that second run, and we know again how quick a runner he is, and he's trying to make most of it, giving his best for his team, and trying to.
So we have a high watching in our on our live stream. It's been the highest so far. We have amazing viewers and we have a few comments in the chat box for us. Amani says that the commentators are doing a good job, and she is missing out the experience in the ground. I would like to thank Amani, and yes, absolutely, it's been an amazing final that people who are watching it on the stream are missing it out in the ground. And there is cheers going on for Faisal and Hustlers in the chat.
Faisal is a very popular cricketer amongst the Jacksonville cricket. He has been that funny guy. You'll always see him live wire on the field, and even while he's batting, he'll always have a friendly chat with any bowler or the captain. Even in this tense moment, I'm pretty sure there would be a couple of words exchanged in the middle.
Absolutely, he's a light and entertaining player of the game. He's given is good for the betterment of the Jacksonville cricket, and you've been seeing him from past 12 to 15, 12 to 13 years in Jacksonville playing cricket and giving it to the community and raising the cricket standards in our community and city.
And the viewers watching online, with 3 deliveries to go, we would want to know your views and what is your prediction of the last 3 balls. Whom do you think is going to win with Faisal and Vishal Mehta on strike, Binil bowling his last 3 deliveries? Definitely we would want to know.
I think I'm backing Firebirds.
Uh, it's difficult to pick
Oh,
between.
I changed my statement. I changed my statement. You can call me a traitor, but I've been a raider from the blood as well. So he's he can see he's struggling down there with a cramp. He's struggling. He's really struggling to hit that ball. I think he is in for a high injury or a serious injury, I guess. But he's made sure that the match is not finished yet and scored an amazing six of Benil. So there's 2 runs required of 2 balls.
Coming back to the delivery, it was a short of lead delivery, and at this stage, it was asking to be hit. And we know how strong Faisal is on the leg side. He just stood there and hit it for a 6.
Absolutely, Vicky. Do you think there is a chance of a super over?
Oh, that is quite a possibility as well. With Faisal getting injured, there can be a possibility of a super over, but let's see how Benil keeps his cool in this last 2 deliveries.
So for all the viewers, you must be. I expect you guys to not be surprised if he gets a runner, because we have had that question of players to have a runner if they are injured on the field with a genuine and serious injury, which seems to be like it because he's really struggling down there in center of the pitch. So he can maybe that can be an advantage, but hey, you cannot just call it out in the final because it has happened in the league games as well.
Oh, is it? I didn't know, but the ICC rule is we don't allow any runners, even if there is an injury in middle of a game. I don't know if the committee has changed it for this tournament, but what I know of, there are no runners allowed. Even if the opposite captain allows it, it is the committee who overrides this decision, and no runners are allowed. But we'll wait and watch here.
For me, doesn't matter who it is. I think irrespective of the injury, it should be the batsman who should be taking the runs. But again, we are trying to grow cricket here, so we will be playing in a good spirit, and considering the limited amount of players each team has, it is possible because you wouldn't have other players in the team. So I can see that Faisal is going off the field. So it will be a new batsman on the strike who's going to face the 2 deliveries. I think it is going to be Ravi, their opener, who's been coming down the order for this tournament to find his form back. He's played a couple of good innings, but I think with the experience he has, he can definitely score a single or two. You can see the clapping happening in the dugout for their star batsman, their star finisher Faisal, who's almost done the job for them.
Now this is going to be interesting. Like, we have a new batsman coming in with 2 deliveries to go on. How much ever experience you have, but this is going to be a difficult task for Ravi as well. Though he has all this experience, but this is a big final. 2 runs of 2 balls with just coming onto the wicket, it is going to be difficult, and I'm pretty sure Mayur is going to make it difficult for the batsman, keeping all his fielders close in, asking Benil to bowl that offside line, and I'm pretty sure Ravi would be expecting that, and Ravi is a good player of offside. Bowler has to be wary of that, and again, this is going to be very interesting. Last 2 balls and a new batsman on strike with Faisal getting injured and getting retired hurt.
Definitely, Vicky. So it's still a difficult task considering the pressure. I hope the bowler is clear that he cannot afford to bowl extras here. So he has to stick to his line and length of bowling it right onto the stumps. Let's see what happens.
And that's just...
Oh, it's a single. So they have definitely drawn the match here. So they are not out of the contest. They know after conceding 119 runs in the first innings, which is the highest total in the tournament, and that being chased away and being so close in the final game, what more can you expect?
That tells how worthy of a final this has been. Like, we had to wait till the final match to have the highest score of the tournament, and both these teams battling it out, and Hustlers on course to win. The scores are tied,
They
runs
need
of
one
ball,
run.
and then they have their opening batsman Vishal Mehta on strike,
For me,
who has been pretty, like, absolutely stunning on the final day. He has scored 46 of 36 runs, and we're expecting him to run or take this single very
absolutely.
easily.
Let's see. Comes down to the final ball. 50 plus matches, 130 players. Here we go. You can see the Hustlers have won the match, and they are rushing on to the center of the field to celebrate their amazing win over this Firebirds team. They have won the BCPL tournament. What an amazing effort. Vishal Mehta being their star batsman with scoring 47 runs of 37 balls, making sure that their team goes over the line. It has come down to the final ball, but kudos to the opposition as well. Firebirds, who have done an amazing job by being in the good spirit and giving us an amazing final. You can see the Hustlers grouping up and celebrating their win, congratulating their opposite teammates because it's been they were never made them comfortable for one single moment and made them fight for the runs. It's been a superb tournament, and we have Hustlers as the winners of the tournament. Here is a close shot of Hustlers celebrating their win.
First of all, Vishal bhai, great batting. Awesome batting, Nazi, great start. Good batting, boy. Thank you. For everybody. Only one thing, we definitely deserve to win this cup. Go Hustlers. I want to say, who are we? Hustlers on 3, and then champions on 3.
I'll shout. Okay?
Who are we?
Who are we? Okay?
Who are we? Hustlers! Who are we? Hustlers! Who are we? Hustlers! Who are we?
Vishal bro. Here, I would like to have a small chat with our star batsman of the final, scoring 47 runs off 37 balls, making sure his team has crossed the line. So, how do you feel?
Feels good, right? Every match, every win is important to the team, right? But individual score does not matter. But at the end of the day, what matters is the team wins. That was all I wanted to do from the first ball of the match. And very straightforward, like how my nature is. Where are we going to go and party after this? And that was the only talk after that.
Absolutely, I won't take much time of yours. I would like you to go and join your team and enjoy the celebration. Thank you. So that was Vishal Mehta, the star batsman of Hustlers, who built the innings for them, making sure that their finishers come in and finish the innings. What an absolute game it has been. Splendid, splendid. So many balls being bowled, batsmen coming in, players playing in the heat. It's come down to this moment. I'd like to give kudos to the Firebirds, our finalists and runner-up for the tournament. Any one player? One player who can talk Firebirds? No, not captain, not captain. Any other player? So we will be having Mr. Satish from Firebirds. So it was a splendid effort from Firebirds, but we know there could be only one winner. But according to me, the game of cricket has won with this superb final that both the teams have given. So tell me what was going on in the team during the second innings.
Congratulations to the team, both the teams, winners and the runner-ups. And we were discussing about the plan. The plan is to control the sixes, just get into the game back, and overall cover up give them only the singles, not the boundaries. We tried our level best, and we brought it to the last ball. And hopefully this is the final everyone to enjoy, and we gave that energy and entertainment to all the people. Thanks for this opportunity for the JCA and for all the arrangements. Thank you.
One last question, Mr. Satish. So what is the positive you would take out from this tournament and being the runner-up of this tournament?
It's all about the teams, or it's about us?
Everyone, individually and the team.
Everyone supported our team. Like, we don't have any issues. Everyone supported based on their ability, skills. We never had issues of sending one down or two down. This batsman has to go first. We never had any issues. We already have a plan according to that. All the matches were on the same pattern. There's no change. Everyone improved our skills. Based on this tournament, we improved our skills. And out of this portion, no one expected us that we come to the finals, but we worked hard. We showed the people that we are into the finals. And unfortunately, it happened, but we are into the finals. And see, this is what we want to. And thanks for all.
That was a splendid message from Mr. Satish. Hard luck and good luck on the next tournament. So we have Firebirds and Hustlers mingling in and celebrating the win of cricket. We have here one of the committee members, Mr. Satish, and his adorable kid, Ishan. So you can see the celebration scenes, both the captains hugging each other, both team players from both the sides. The captain of Hustlers, even though he's lost his voice, he is still coming on top of it. We have the committee members and the team players from Firebirds and Hustlers both. It's been an absolute amazing of a tournament. We are going. So.
Hustlers and Firebirds, we came to the finals. No, cool.
That is some chill banter from both the teammates. So shortly we are going to have a presentation ceremony. Till then, it's going to be all breaks. You have see our crowd having biryani. Yes, you can see the trophy presentation ceremony. Guys, we will be taking a short break of 10 to 15 minutes. You can tune back in 10 to 15 minutes and see the presentation ceremony live. We'll be giving out all the awards for the best batsman, best bowler, and the best fielder. And of course, the runner-up and the final winner trophy.
people are happy, so
హ్యాపీయా
yeah, రెండు మూడు incident, but that's okay.